Let's let it rock out.
Let it ride.
Oh yeah.
I will
Oh
say
yeah.
though
Oh
that
yeah.
hell yeah, wide, dude. That game, I don't know.
I was hooked. I
Yeah, I love that
was
Al
in.
Michaels. That was the most juiced I've seen Al Michaels in a
And
while.
I was hyped for a blowout.
He was like, well, the good news is it's only a 45-minute flight. He said like
Yeah, I
18.
was like, dang, all right. This is
What?
how I know that Al Michaels is. He's definitely. There's no way he announces another season. There's no way. But I guess he's commentates is what I should say. But Kurt was talking. Kirk was like, what'd he say? Oh my gosh, I'm losing my train of thought now. Oh, he was talking about how the Raiders are really going for it at the end of the half. It's probably because they're gonna get the ball to start the second half. Did this whole like thing talking about it, and like 15, 20 seconds goes by, and Al Michaels is um, like, what are the odds of this? The Raiders get the ball to start the second half, and Kirk is like, yeah, they do. That's what I was like fucking saying for like 30 seconds of my whole thing. I just literally spoke about it, old man.
You big dumb dipshit.
Like,
I
come
already said
on,
it.
lock in.
I heard that, but it couldn't have been a better group to commentate such a shit show of a game.
Yeah, they were just
Like,
by the second half, it's like they were just talking about like other Raiders. Like they were just how many times they showed Al Davis,
do Mark
or
Davis.
Mark
Oh my
Davis. Yeah,
god,
like come
bro,
on now, what are we doing?
I can't take Mark Davis seriously, man.
That guy's number one freak of all time.
I just I'm watching the game and I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Oh, that was a great touchdown, all this and that," and I'm chilling with my girlfriend and I look up on the screen and they show Mike Davis or,
Mark,
Mark Davis, and I'm like, "There's no way." She's like,
dude, that
"Why are
guy's
you
a
doing that?" I'm like, "Bro, if they show me another video of him, like, swinging his feet while sitting in his seat, like,
yeah,
I
that guy is a maniac. Just the worst haircut of all time. Like,
wears a backpack all the time, like he's
yeah,
in
like
5th
he's like a little
grade."
kid. And like when I was watching the game with my dad, he told me that like back in the day when Al Davis was still owning the team, when like Mark
Right.
Davis was like a kid, um, my grandpa was coaching for the Raiders,
Mhm.
and my uncles and like Mark Davis would like they'd run around the stadium and like hang out and shit. And I
He
was
just
like,
a
"Oh,
weird
okay."
freak.
Like, so he
That is
used to be like a cool, normal human, and now he's just like this freak of nature.
Oh, so he wasn't always like that. He
Nah, I
changed.
don't think so. Like once they gave him the reins, my boy just like
He just
went
went
crazy. He's probably got some young exotic girlfriend
maybe.
or
Yep,
something like that. Like
yep, yep.
that just wanted to be in Vegas and yeah,
Away
yeah,
we
that
went.
yeah, facts. Yeah, tough one.
I mean I mean, what's there all we could say is the Chargers are dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're
They
done.
are as dead as a team has ever been.
Yeah, I think they should one up because USC is known for the tarmac firing. I think it should have been at halftime,
I
like,
think halftime would have been sweet.
you go that way.
That would have been insane. Imagine he doesn't come back out for the second half.
Herbert's a head coach for the game.
Like how quick like tomorrow? Are we getting an announcement
Has to
tomorrow?
be. I would imagine. I mean,
I'm gonna just keep Twitter loaded
Twitter
up
going? Yeah, 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 so if we
just
get a
in
live,
case. Yeah, there could
be
be a there could be a live update
dude,
of
it was
him
so
getting fired.
it was so
I'll keep refreshing just like every
love that.
once in a while throughout.
It was so comedy that they're going into halftime, and I'm like, "Okay, they're gonna talk to, the Raiders head coach. We're gonna hear from him." No, hear from Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
"So you're down 42. How do you feel?" "Lady, I wanna jump off a bridge. What do you
Like,
want me to
lady,
say?" Like,
can you go away, please?
yeah, like
I just find it crazy that the week before the Raiders scored 0 points.
yeah,
They lost to
nothing.
the Vikings
Mistakes.
3-0, and then they just dropped 63. Like
I mean,
that is if that is not the epitome of like the NFL, it is as week to week
as it
as
gets.
any sport ever. Like these guys could not score a point. They could barely get a drive together, and then they dropped 63.
Hey, if they score, if this is the way the Raiders are going forward, hell, they could beat the Niners. They put that performance up there. I mean,
And then
63.
yeah, but they'll probably just get slammed by the Niners. That's the thing.
Oh,
Like
100%.
they'll go back.
They
They'll go
won't do
back
it.
to normal. I want to look at like this AFC playoff races.
It's getting tight.
Like the Raiders are still a long ways out.
Yeah, they need a couple things to happen.
Like, do they play the Broncos again?
I
They
think they
do last game of the year.
yeah, all the marbles.
Chiefs on Christmas Day. I mean, surely the Chiefs don't lose the Raiders.
Chiefs look pretty gettable.
But they could beat the Colts
Yeah,
and the Broncos for sure.
I can see it.
The problem is if they lose to the Chiefs,
They'll be out.
um they'll be 8-9, and you're not making it in at 8-9 in the AFC. So tough luck. Maybe you shouldn't have lost 3-0 last week.
Whoopsie.
We could have had a chance.
I can't
Chance at a
imagine.
magical run.
I just can't imagine like you go in the locker room and you're like, if you did any of that night last week, we get a win. Any of it.
One
Just
of those things. One pick six, one of the 3 fumbles that happened. Like, we could have had one thing,
dude, is there a
and we would have
reason
won.
why the Chargers could not hold on to the ball whatsoever tonight? Like
Yeah, and
what
I don't know, like, I know that, like, this will all go down on Staley and he'll get fired. Half of those players on that team should get fired for what I was watching out there. Like, that was absolutely
yeah,
pathetic from the defense. Like, obviously, Staley's gonna be the one to, like,
he's a
get
scapegoat.
scapegoated, but, like, he's probably sitting there like, "These guys aren't even fucking trying out there." Like, dude, I'm calling a defense, like, I get it, we're not that good, but, like, brother, give me something out there. Like, people are just getting cooked.
Derwin James got exposed tonight. Bad.
Yeah, that guy's
I
ass.
mean, yeah.
He's just ass. I don't know what to say. Him and Jamal Adams, the 2 most
Yeah,
overrated
Jamal,
safeties of all time.
I have never I thought it was very funny because Jamal Adams when he was at the Jets was known for being like a hard hitter, this and that. And then I saw him first play the game against McCaffrey, made a business decision and said, "Yeah, I'm not hitting him.
Yeah.
I'm going that way."
I mean, Jamal Adams can't. He couldn't cover anybody at our Turkey Bowl probably if you trotted him out there.
He'll talk shit while he's doing it.
Everyone's getting one against him. That guy can't cover anything.
I mean,
Yeah,
what a game.
it was just bad. That's bad all around.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
everybody,
know what
welcome,
the
welcome to the old Stooge experience. We're just, giving some great insight on the wonderful game we watched tonight. Just some real good, X's and O's about it. Basically, Chargers got fucked up.
Yep.
You get kicked right in the mouth.
It was like before I like looked, it was like 21 zip.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is over. This is
Yeah.
just done."
I had to check my TV and my phone because I was streaming from my phone to my TV. And I was like, surely this has to be like Alabama, Chattanooga, but they put something over top, right? Like this can't
Yeah,
be
a different overlay.
yeah, there's gotta be a new
No, for
texture
real.
package.
It was crazy.
I mean
Like, what are we doing here? The
I mean,
reporter, "Do you expect to be the coach tomorrow?" Brandon Staley, "I don't know that."
oh my
Reporter, "Do you think you should be?" "Yes." There you go. There you have it. There's Staley for you.
oh, Staley. I mean, I wish he was just honest with the reporter. Like, do you think you deserve it? No, actually, absolutely not. But I think I might be.
It's just crazy.
That whole team tonight looked terrible. Eckler has taken a
Eckler
big step down.
sucks.
I think they're going to trade him and make Spiller the next Eckler. I don't know what they're going to get for him, but I think they're going to move on.
I wouldn't give I would not you couldn't pay me to take Eckler. I wouldn't even want him. What does he bring? What would he bring to the Rams right now that Kyron
Nothing.
Williams doesn't already do?
No, Kyron's
Nothing.
better, younger him. Yeah,
Give me DeAndre Swift. I'll
yeah.
take Boston Scott right now.
Who could
Give me
use him?
prime Boston Scott.
Who could use him? Because like,
I don't know. I don't think you need running backs like that. Like, did
yeah,
did the Rams not just prove that?
pretty much.
Like, Akers is our guy. 3 games in, fucking, we hate this guy. This guy sucks. Get him out.
Get him
Kyron
the hell
Williams
out of
comes
here.
in, top 10 fantasy running back. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Chiefs won the
that
Super
guy.
Bowl with Pacheco last year, 7th round pick.
Yeah,
it's like, who cares who the running back is? I know running backs are like, "We wanna get paid too." Like, Eckler was the guy at the forefront of that, and I'm like, "Okay, you wanted to get paid, and now you're this? Like, this is why we don't pay you guys." Like,
Yeah.
case in point right here. This
Yeah.
is all the other GM like, Eckler's doing a disservice to running backs right now, and he was supposed to be the running back, like, for the forerunner of this whole thing. And
Yeah.
now all the GMs are looking like, "Hey, your boy right there, he's not helping y'all out right now because 'cause we're not paying for that shit."
Oh my god. I don't know. I didn't even see anything really good from the Chargers. I mean, their quarterback actually, besides his turnovers, played pretty well. Fumbles and picks, which sounds stupid, but I mean,
Yeah.
23 of 32, 257, like I mean, 3 touchdowns is not bad, but
Now this is gonna be the thing, huh? This is gonna be the thing. Like, I'm seeing all the like, well, the Chargers, where would they be without Herbert? Okay, you could say that about any team ever. Only thing I'll say about that is they were getting goose egged with him in the game last week, and they didn't for the past 2 games they hadn't even scored a touchdown with him in the lineup. So like, okay, let's just chill just a tad. But I do get what they're saying. Now, my only thing is like now the contract hits. So all these supposedly good players that you had,
they're
gone.
they're going to free
All
agency.
these guys on defense, like think about how bad the defense is going to be. It's already bad right now, and then all the guys you basically had to pay hella bread, most of them will be gone. Like Khalil Mack's going to be gone. Who knows if Bosa, like what they are even going to do with that? Derwin James, who knows? Like,
Is Asante Samuel under contract still next year?
yeah, I think he's still on a rookie deal, maybe. And then on the offense, like how long are you going to keep trotting out Mike Williams and Keenan Allen before Keenan gets just old and he's not going to be able to do as much? And Mike Williams rolls his ankle every year or tears something, and
Yeah.
then Quentin Johnston's whatever. Then you're gonna Eckler will be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It could get a lot worse before it gets any better. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, Joshua Palmer 4 for 113, but one was off a busted coverage.
Yeah,
There wasn't very many bright spots. I was just watching because I thought they were gonna break the points record, and I was like, "Let me see this live."
it was so bad that they ran a punt back and they held the punter.
Yeah, I saw that.
They held the punter. I'm like, you can't even block a punt. The tight end couldn't even block the punter.
Hey, punter was fighting too. He
I
was giving
know,
it
but
all
like,
he
what are
had.
we doing? You can't even do that.
I
The
don't.
one-on-one, you don't even have to block him. Probably
Yeah, you could just
bad.
juke him.
That's just so bad.
I mean, there's nothing good about it. I don't need to hear from anybody that the Chargers are the better team in LA. Okay, like let's relax. And it was very funny. Al Michaels made sure to keep reiterating. In the beginning of the season, the Chargers team was said to be, front runners for the Super Bowl. They were supposed to play in this stadium come February. Like, well,
Yeah.
they're gonna be in Cancun.
I don't know if the
Not LA.
Chargers will. I don't know if they'll ever make the Super Bowl. I'm being serious. Like, will they ever win the AFC?
I don't know, unless like
Like this one was all-time bad, right? But let's not act like besides the Lions game, sure, scored
right.
38 points. I'll give you that.
Hmm.
20 at the Packers. Okay.
10 versus
10
Ravens
points
at
against
home.
the Ravens. I just watched the Rams put up 31 on them.
Yeah,
Then 6-0, no touchdowns versus the Pats, and then you were getting goose egged even with Herbert in there against the Broncos. So like, you know, whew. I think that I think either they know he's about to get fired right now, so they just said
they're
we don't
just
give a
on him.
shit. Like, who cares? Or they're just like nobody cares. Let's get this guy fired. Like,
I'd believe if you told me they're trying to get their head coach fired, it makes sense.
I could see it.
It's like the same thing with like the Raiders in the beginning of the year. You just see them play and you're like, okay, I know you're not the greatest team, but
Yeah.
some don't look right. All of a sudden they fire the head coach, fire the OC, and they're like, okay, now we're gonna play
Yeah.
football. It's
Yeah, Chargers won. 1-5 in their last 6. I mean, I not to beat a dead horse, but I was talking to Kyle about this. I don't know if you remember in our group chat when the Chargers Lions game happened, and Anthony texted me. This is so funny that we remember this. He was like, "You guys are laughing now." I don't know what he said. He's like, "This is a Super Bowl preview game."
Oh god,
I
no.
was like, I was like, "Oh
No.
my gosh, that is hilarious."
Oh.
And then it just went downhill. But
Yeah.
I can't even hate at this point because like, that was a fun ass game to watch, but, like, it was just so funny.
Yeah.
That was the comment at that moment when the offense was buzzing, and then it's like it just shows, like, in the NFL how quick, like, shit can just hit the fan,
Yeah,
and
1
you're
week
just done
like
for, like, oh, man. RIP to Chargers fans, man. Like,
yeah.
it's every year.
Yeah, it's a
It's something
cyclical
that
thing.
you can count on.
Oh, of course.
You
It's
can
the same
count on
thing.
the preseason, like, "Okay,
Right.
this is our breakout year." And then, like, middle of the season, you're like, "Okay." Had some good wins, maybe some bad ones. You're like, "Alright, maybe." Like,
And
actually, I
back.
can't even say that. Like, even, like, their wins, like, Vikings, Raiders, Bears, Jets, Patriots.
Yeah, none of them are above 500.
So, like, how everyone else is saying, Dolphins are frauds, can't beat a team over 5." This is the same shit right here. I guess the Vikings are 7-6, so fair enough. You beat
You
Kirk.
know what?
You beat Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I think it's the same thing that you can always count on the Cowboys to Cowboy.
Yeah. It's Chargers
It's
and Cowboys every time.
gonna happen. I
It's
mean,
just
should we just jump into the top 10 first? Should we go through our picks?
we can do it doesn't matter. We can go top 10.
Go top 10. Let's switch it up a little bit.
Alright. Pull this sucker up.
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll rock out the honorable mentions. We were pretty like con consensus on it. Bengals, Broncos, Rams.
Yeah.
Um, I guess like I thought about maybe no Rams, but then I was like they lost to the Ravens
Right.
pretty close. And then there was no other teams where I was like compelled to like
Yeah.
throw them in there really. Like no one was like, okay, this team has to be in. And I think it's what we said the other day with like basically from 9 and 10 and down to honorable mentions. Like there's like 5 or 6 teams. Like if they win and another team loses, it's just going to be like a
Little
back
carousel.
and forth. Like who's going to be in? Like the Colts were in there, they lose, they drop out. If the Packers would have won, they would have went in there, but they lost, and it's just like nobody wants to be in the top 10.
No,
That's what I'm getting out of this.
I think one of the names that I threw in there just because of a great performance was the Jets. I mean, they
Yeah.
put up 30 on a defense that Russ was struggling to win the game against, put up 24. So I was kind of like, hey, give Zach some love, but I mean, he'll probably come out of this next week and throw for like 55 yards and 2
Yeah,
picks. So,
probably. I mean, if
you
they
know,
can beat the Dolphins,
that'd be something.
okay, maybe we got something.
Maybe Rodgers comes back.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Um, yeah, Bengals are kind of rolling along with Browning. Russ is cooking a little bit, or at least trying to
Yep.
maintain his feast. Browns jump back up. I mean, like,
Put Sips Flacco,
I just
baby.
don't know what to still think about. Like, could this team win a playoff game? Maybe. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah, I mean, the defense is good enough to win a playoff game, and Flacco's got that experience. I mean,
Yeah,
who knows?
maybe. I have no clue what to think with this team. I feel like they're just waiting to be shit. Like I thought them and the Steelers would end up being the same, but like the Browns are maybe just a little more talented
Hmm.
and they're just kind of like surviving.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm not like they'll play the Bears and the Texans, Jets, Bengals. Like they beat the Jags. That's a good win
Yeah,
for
1000%.
sure. Yeah, maybe Flacco. Maybe he's got something.
He's got some more magic
Maybe
in
he's
the
got
tank.
that. Maybe he's got that magic.
Maybe a Voldemort magic.
Yeah, and then Bills go into KC and win. Like, I feel like we would be talking a lot differently about the Bills if they would have won that game versus the Eagles, and their
Yeah,
last 2 wins would be, in
it
Philly,
was
in Kansas City, but
yeah,
they didn't, so they kinda just, like, were so up and down. It would be definitely a Bills thing to do. They are playing the Cowboys, so a loss wouldn't be bad, but just to get, like, curb stomped. But they're in Orchard Park, so I just feel like they're gonna I mean, we'll
yeah,
get to our picks, but, like, I feel like they could be on the rise here,
yeah.
soon. That's what I'm
No, and
feeling.
we do have to account for, like, the Cowboys play different on their home turf versus
Sure.
away. Like, they have
100%.
shown it.
Yeah.
Um, no, I think this Bills team I mean, let's be honest, if they would have lost, the only thing we'd be discussing is why did their head coach use a 9/11 reference to try to get the boys riled
Yeah,
up.
they kinda got bailed out by Mahomes, going
Yeah.
rogue because
He said, "Let me
he
step in
said,
the box
Imma
here.
save y'all today.'
Let me get in the paint here."
So, thanks everyone say thanks to Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Um, yeah, Jags lose and Dolphins lose,
Yeah.
but, like, I just don't see them dropping behind the Bills, like, there's a little still a little bit of clearance between 8.
Yeah, I agree.
Now if, like, the Jags or Dolphins lose and the Bills beat the Cowboys, now we could be like, I could see the Bills out of all teams kinda shooting up
Right.
this
Yeah, they could be on
board
an upward trajectory pretty quick.
if they keep winning, like, they're gonna play Cowboys, Chargers, Pats, like, if they get rolling here, I could see something happening, but, um, yeah, and then the Chiefs down at 6, as low as the Chiefs have been, and
Yeah,
they're at an all-time low right now, I think. 2
their
straight losses.
their offense is not very good.
They've lost 3 of their last 4. They've lost 4 of their last 6.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they've lost 2 in they've lost 3 games at Arrowhead this year.
yeah.
I mean,
When have we heard since Patrick Mahomes took over in Kansas City that they need to focus on running the ball and playing good defense? Like,
I know.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to, like, make of we're for weeks and weeks and weeks, we've been like, "Okay, they're gonna figure it out. They'll figure it out." Then they're just, like, not.
They're not figuring it out. I
They're
mean,
not at all.
Rashid Rice is kinda coming along,
Mhm.
but, I mean, to ask Rashid Rice and then Travis Kelce, you really the big piece is you need Valdez Scantling to start catching the deep ball.
You just need a 3rd guy that can, like, catch.
Yeah,
You need 3 guys. All you need is 2 receivers and a tight end, and
and I tell you, it's
you'll
not
get a
gonna
little bit out of Pacheco, like, yeah, it's not gonna be Tony.
yeah, it's gonna be
Like, they were
19.
hoping Sky Moore could be something. They got
Yeah,
McCole Hardman back from the Jets. He's done absolutely nothing. So there's
yeah.
just, like, not a lot going on.
They just gotta catch the ball.
I mean, they can't but surely this is easy bounce back versus the Pats, like, this should be free.
I mean, it should be, but you don't think
Maybe
old Bill Belichick's got something
maybe
cooking
Bill's got
up
one more up his sleeve. He's like, they're like, "Hey, plan on letting you go this year, Bill." He's like, "Yeah, but
if I just
what if I beat Patrick Mahomes? Then what?"
yeah, what do I do then?
I Bailey Zappi beats Patrick Mahomes. I just don't see a world where that's a thing, but yeah, hey,
I'd love to
you
see it.
never know.
I'll enjoy it if it happens.
I would too.
Oh, could you imagine the press conference? Oh, baby's gonna throw the
I mean, if
rattle at
Kansas City
people.
drops to 8 and 6, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
Because then this is the year that, like, all these other teams were looking for. Like, Denver's 1 game back,
yeah,
and they've beaten them once.
yeah.
Like,
They Denver can steal this division,
this is the year that the Chargers were looking for,
and they
of, like,
just
the Chiefs, like, kinda fumbling a little bit, but it's the Broncos that kinda took the initiative there,
yeah.
and yeah,
I mean,
even Vegas, like
the way this season goes, if let's say they miss the playoffs, I think we stop the conversation of them being a dynasty already, right?
yeah, you can't miss the playoffs. I don't think they will, that'd be crazy.
I
Like,
mean,
surely they don't lose out. Like, because 'cause they're not gonna lose to the Chargers the last game of the year.
dude, that would be such a
There's
Charger
no
thing though,
way.
just
The
to
Chargers are
somehow,
dead.
but just to rise up one last game and
All
just
they need is basically one more win. They're 9 and 7,
yeah, 9-7
or
would be
I guess it would be 9 and 8 because I guess you'd lose
great. Yeah,
3. I feel like they have all the tiebreakers over everyone. somehow. Yeah,
except
I
for the
don't know.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm just not sure because they beat them once, and then the Broncos beat them once, so I'm not sure. They
Oh,
got
right,
it
yeah.
over the Dolphins. They did lose to the Bills. Yeah, I don't know. It could be weird, but I see them. I honestly see them beating the Patriots and
Yeah,
beating the Raiders, and then they're 10-5, and they're like, okay, we're not getting the 1 seed, but like,
rest people.
we'll just kind of coast on out, try and get the offense sorted, and move on from there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at their team stats, like they're 6th in passing yards. Like, if you watch their game, I don't see like a top 10 passing offense.
It's just a lot of volume. Like Mahomes throws it so much. I don't know if
Yeah,
they just refuse to run or
probably. I mean, kind
because I
of.
feel like they run it effective enough. Like they're really bad in the red zone. Um, it's just because they're like he'll throw for yards. The problem is there are just no explosive plays, which is crazy for the Chiefs. Like
Yeah, they don't have anything
that
going.
Tyreek Hill shit, man, changes your life. Like
Takes the top off the coverage. Stops you
yeah,
within cover one.
yeah. Like if he's just screaming by you, then now Travis Kelsey's wide open underneath. Like
Yep.
people take that for granted.
And Kelsey's getting older too, so that would have been the perfect play.
Yeah,
Would be to pay him. I didn't understand why you didn't want to pay him. Like he's one of the game changers. Like pay the man.
yeah. I don't know. I think they're regretting it now, but they'll probably win the Super Bowl and then be like, "Oh shit, well,
Uh,
there you go."
hey, what
Um,
you gonna do?
Lions dropped to 5. They lose to the Bears. Probably
Hey,
should
that,
have lost to the Bears a couple weeks ago also.
yeah.
Um,
Justin Fields
yeah, I
played pretty well
mean,
in that game too.
yeah, I don't know what to make of the Lions. Like
Yeah, they're pretty up
they're
and
like
down.
2 years away still, I think. Like they're almost there, but they're just I could see them getting first round bounced in the playoffs,
So just
you
talking about
know?
the Bears for a second, do you think if Justin Fields plays good and they like win out their remaining schedule, do you think he keeps like he stays in Chicago? And they just took used
Um,
a pick on somebody else.
I think the GM wants to take Caleb.
I would
That's
love
what I
that too.
think.
Fair.
Now whether he'll do it or not, I don't know. You can't predict with these guys.
Yeah,
These guys don't even know what they're gonna do while they're doing it.
it's true.
Um, I think that they should just take Caleb, trade Fields. A team will be looking for him.
Yeah.
Team might give you a first. I don't know, especially if he plays well down the stretch. Like if you were convinced midway through the year, don't let like a couple games sway you, of like, oh well, maybe
Yeah.
he did play okay because he didn't he do the same thing last year, kind of played all
He
right
did.
down
He
the
did.
stretch, and like, okay, we'll give him a run. Don't
Yeah.
let them just do that every year to you, okay? You know what you know.
Yeah, in the beginning of the year, he has a tendency to just be terrible. I
To
think
be
it was
awful.
also correct me if I'm wrong, I think there were actual expectations this year that the Bears were gonna be decent. Like,
Yeah, I was seeing
that
Fields
was
to win MVP.
that's what I heard. Well, that's from Dano. Okay, that's from Dan Orlovsky,
Yeah,
saying
like
just
people thought
hucks
that
that
this was gonna
thing.
be. I'm like, yeah, he's a good ass running back. I'm not debating that. That
Yeah,
boy can run around.
facts.
Make him RB1.
That would be so scary. Caleb Williams as your quarterback, Justin Fields as your RB1,
You might
Deontay
as well just
Foreman.
yeah. And you have 2 picks, you draft Marvin too. DJ Moore,
Oh,
Marvin Harrison, Justin
Cole
Fields,
Kmet.
RB1, Caleb. Boom, there you go. And then with Fields, you can do some crazy plays too. You can do options with a pass, with a this, and you could just do some wild shit and just say, we're gonna change the whole game. We're gonna change the face of this league.
Could you imagine
They just
that?
have a whole new offense.
Jeez. That would be like the equivalent of remember when there was a chance that RG3 was going to go to the Ravens, so you'd have a Heisman backfield of RG3, Mark Ingram, and Lamar.
Yeah.
They robbed us of that. That would have been so cool.
So yeah, Bears beat the Lions. Lions drop. Eagles drop again,
Yeah.
losing to the Cowboys. Um,
Boys
we'll
buzz at
talk.
home.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that earlier in the week, but
Yeah.
Cowboys at home are a wagon.
Yeah.
Eagles 3 turnovers. That's how you lose. Simple
Yeah.
as that. The Cowboys are as high as they've been. We're like the reason why them, the Dolphins were kinda just hanging around because the Cowboys still, but now they finally hadn't beaten a team with a winning record.
Yeah,
They finally did, they got one. So up they go. They have proven they could beat a real football
real team.
team.
Real
Ravens move up just because the Eagles drop
no.
after just a wild game against the Rams, but, you gotta just win the games, and you gotta take them as they come.
Yep.
And then, yeah, Niners are a wagon.
I
That's about
just
it. That's about all
say
you gotta that's all you could say about them, really.
for the Chargers or not Chargers, for the, Cowboys, all I gotta say is I love seeing them rise up the top 10
Oh, yeah.
because the mightier the rise, the worse
Oh, they will fall.
and it'll just be glorious, just
It'll be the same old
Dolphins,
Cowboy, like,
Cowboys. Yep.
we can just see it. It's like, "Oh, wait, Dak MVP year?" Yep, just and eventually they will lose. They will
Yeah.
lose in controversial, heartbreaking fashion.
Yep.
Bayless will say they were robbed.
Yep.
Apparently, they've been robbed for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'll be their season.
Yeah. It is very telling of a team that you think can win, like, because you hear everyone's a Super Bowl contender, but when you look at a team that just I hate what the hell is going on? I get ads off ESPN and they just randomly start going off of my ear, and it's
Okay.
just weird. Um, but I was saying for the Cowboys, you could tell a championship team based on what they're focused on. The Cowboys basically feel like they won the Super Bowl after beating the Eagles in a
Yeah,
regular season game, and that's pretty telling to me, like, "Oh, you didn't think you were gonna win."
that's how I feel about the Niners too. Like Niners
Oh,
won their
yes, they
won their
were.
bowl. They were hype. Everyone was like most hype they've ever been.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I think the Cowboys
they're a fun show.
they'll probably lose this week to the Bills. Honestly, like that would be their.
I can see Josh
The
Allen getting
Cowboys are going into the tough part of their schedule. Like,
it's cold
um,
weather too, it's tough, it's not easy to get it going there.
I saw a thing that so far this year the Cowboys have had the second easiest schedule. And the Eagles have had the number one toughest schedule, and they are both 10-3. So, not all doom and gloom, Eagles fans. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, no need to, say
I think
fire
I'd post I think I
Sirianni, do it.
posted like a tweet um about it. Yeah, I was looking at there was a thing and it was like strength of schedule,
Yeah,
offensive strength of opponents and
defensive.
defensive strength, and the Eagles were boom, top right of the chart. Actually,
Right.
I can just pull it up. I'll pull this up just so people can see what I'm talking about because we're basically
Oh,
done
yeah.
with the top 10.
Yeah, top 10's coming up.
Um,
Drop that sucker real quick.
share this. This is what I was looking at. Um, so check out where I mean, Rams right around here. So they've been,
Mhm.
decent schedule. A
Yep.
little tougher offenses than defenses, which has made sense because like had the
Yeah.
Eagles mixed in there, a couple teams with some good offenses and okay defenses, but Eagles have been basically playing the cream of the crop, whereas Cowboys down here, down here. Niners have been playing some good defenses, but pretty bad offenses. So,
Right.
and that's not just like, oh, the offenses are bad because they're playing the Niners. Like, no, this is taking all that team's other games that they're playing. Like, they're just playing bad, worse offenses in general. And
And
then,
look who we have at Fraud Alert. Look at where their schedule is.
yeah,
I
crazy,
mean,
huh? They're playing some of the worst offenses ever, and
yeah,
some bad defenses too.
yeah.
This just shows you like, look at how bad the defenses are that the Falcons play, and these guys still can't hook and score.
Yeah. It
Like,
is
how sad is that?
it is astounding. I mean, no, but I did
It's
find it very
insane.
funny seeing stuff on Twitter, and I love seeing it every week, but Eagles fans, like, basically, this is the worst season, might as well scrap it, and it's like,
Yeah.
I've never seen a 10-3 team, like, where we're
Yeah.
just shit, we can't do it,
And
like,
then this is for the
but
last,
but
games. So now the Eagles are getting their freebies, quote unquote. Now look, Cowboys. They're gonna play some good offenses, some bad defenses, but at least some good offenses. Tough stretch for the Dolphins, Ravens, Niners kinda have a middle of the road, Rams kinda middle of the road.
Right, yeah.
Bengals gonna play some really good defenses. Eagles get to play some bad defense and bad offense, which is nice because 'cause they're playing well, that took the Giants into account, pre-DeVito masterclass, so we'll
To
see what
be.
happens there. But, yeah, there is that.
It's
We
a
might
big
as well
game.
go into actual picks for this
Okay.
weekend.
Which side do you wanna start on, left or right?
Let's go top right.
Okay.
Not for top right.
Start with the MC/DC Lions and the Mr.
But,
Unlimited
mister, you gotta be unlimited.
Broncos
Um,
country. I mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna ride this week because I just think the Lions are more talented, and I just don't see a back-to-back loss
okay.
happening for them. It would kinda shock me. They're at home, um, Ford Field, let's get this thing done. Jared Goff, protect them. Yeah. I could see it being a good game though, because Lions anytime Lions are kinda like a prime time,
Yeah,
only team on, like, that always scares me still, but
it's fair.
I think they can get the job done, and they bounce back versus Broncos.
Okay. Um, I see the opposite. I'm kind of thinking about I've had
Okay.
the luxury of having Jared Goff as my quarterback. I know how Jared Goff gets in the second half of the season, especially when you have a loss. Him coming off a loss and like you said, being in a prime time game usually doesn't play the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm kind of predicting too that this Broncos team is going to win out, and I think they edge out Kansas City if I get my tiebreakers right to win the
Mhm.
division. So I think the Broncos get hot. I think Russ takes care of the football. I think Cortland Sutton just keeps eating. I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, he's been balling, making some crazy catches.
yeah. So I think they're going to take care of business. I think Sean Payton gets the win here, um, and I think we see another episode of Jared Goof.
Okay. I could see it.
Guys went off the field, so hey, more
Yeah.
power to them. I mean, shit.
Facts.
Sports Illustrated girlfriend and a bag, like
Yeah, no.
not doing too bad.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. I think he'll
Yeah,
live.
he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
He'll be good.
I mean, the shitter of a game, the Colts Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, any team that they're coming out that their head coach is saying that their wide receiver room has problems, that they need to be quote unquote accountable. When Big Ben is on his podcast saying that the team is lacking that Steeler toughness on offense, like,
Yeah.
yeah, give me the
Yeah,
Colts.
Big Ben saying like, it's either gonna go one of 2 ways, like, this team is going to be dead, and they're gonna end the year 7-10,
Yep.
or Big Ben's gonna just basically him saying that lit a fire under these guys, and they're like, "Okay, we gotta do it for 7." I'm not sure. I'm leaning the we're dead.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
is, Trubisky playing again?
I think so. I just don't think
Yeah. They're dead.
Pickens and Deontay don't seem to understand how this works. Like they really don't. Like I've never seen two receivers who, I mean, they're mid receivers. They're not great.
Yeah, they're just kinda
Good,
they're just kinda
but
normal.
yeah, I mean, the only thing I can throw to Pickens is a fade route.
Yeah,
I
there's
can't
not
have
much
you
else
run anything on
happening.
the route tree.
They lost to the Patriots, so, I mean, they're not giving me much
Yeah.
to really hope on. 2 straight home games they lose to the Cardinals and the Patriots, like, that's horrible.
Yeah. I mean,
As
you get
bad as it
Highsmith
gets.
back, but even with Highsmith, I think TJ is out.
No, he's gonna play, I just saw.
Okay.
He's cleared to play, yeah. So, I mean, that helps, but,
That offense is terrible.
yeah, I'm taking Minshew mania.
Yeah, I think it's still right. Let me see. Can I see the injury report? Injuries. I think, yeah, Kenny Pickett out.
Yeah, they're dead.
Is good to play. Yeah,
I would never bet on Trubisky to win anything.
give me the Colts. Yeah.
I wouldn't put money on Trubisky to win me ring toss at the fair. This guy's a professional quarterback. He couldn't even win the Dave and Buster's throw the football through the whole challenge. I would bet on myself before I bet on Trubisky.
Man,
That's how
you ever
shit
gotten
this
hot doing
guy
that?
is.
You ever
What?
just seen the field get at that Dave and
Oh
Buster's?
yeah. Sometimes you're
Dangerous.
feeling it, and you don't miss.
Are you the type, do you try to you get yourself going with a little mid-range and then try to hit a little home runs up top?
I like to just go I go up and down.
Okay, we're working the route tree here.
Yeah, because I like, if I miss, I'm not trying to come back to one that I just missed on.
Okay.
I wanna see a different angle.
Okay.
And then sometimes you have the ones that will have the receivers, like, flip open on the
Yeah.
sides, and you just, like, see him flip, and you just zing one right at his head, and you're just locked in.
I've had a couple of times, man, where, like, because obviously as a quarterback, you go there and people are like, "All right, let's see what you got," and it's like
Yeah.
that's your combine, which is really weird because the football is like half the size of your hands. You're like, "All right, I
Yeah.
can't grip this shit." But my strategy, I'll go for the middle, get hot, and then just start banging them up top.
Mhm.
Just 50
Yeah.
bomb, and it's just good times at Dave&
Yeah.
Buster's, man.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Alright. But they're unluckily for them, they're not at Dave& Buster's, which, hey,
No.
what are you gonna do? Dave& Buster's, please sponsor us. We could go down Cowboys, Bills,
Mhm.
big game at Orchard Park. I think we're both riding with, Josh Allen to take the Cowboys down.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna leave Orchard Park really bummed out.
I think
So,
so.
yeah, yeah.
I think that the Cowboys just this would be a Cowboys game to lose. Massive game, beat the Eagles, you're tied in the division now, and then you go into Buffalo and you just lose and the
Shine
Eagles
right in the
win,
sun.
and then you're sitting there like, "Oh no, the Eagles have an easy schedule. We're down a game. Now we need the Eagles to lose twice and then this, that." I'm like, "Yeah, that's
Just
just I see the feel. I see this is how it's gonna go."
I just think they use so much energy and so much
Yeah.
emotional energy, I guess, in that win over the Eagles. Like, you would have thought they
Mhm.
won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. They
Like,
were loving it.
their interviews, I mean, I'm surprised there's not a report they were smoking cigars after,
Yeah,
popping
facts.
champagne. Like, I
Popping
just think
bottles.
popping bottles, and I'm not talking M&M. Um, I just think the Bills get the win. It's in Orchard Park. The Bills are fighting for their season. They just got a great win against the Chiefs. They're gonna ride that momentum to fight
Mhm.
for the playoffs. Um, yeah, and James Cook is starting to become a great weapon out the backfield, which he
Yeah.
should have been all year. I don't understand why all of a sudden we're like, wait, I mean, this guy's got good hands and he's really fast. Yeah,
Yeah,
took
like,
him out there
let's get
throughout.
this guy the ball a little bit more,
Just use,
effectively.
why don't they just use him like Alvin Kamara? He is another Kamara. Like he does the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah.
So I think they figured it out a little bit, and I think they're going to beat the Cowboys, which I will enjoy watching.
I would love it. I would love the Bills to get the job done for me. Nothing
Yeah,
would make my weekend better.
no,
Time is
nothing at
that
all.
time is that game at?
I think it's a standalone.
125.
Okay, it's not a standalone. I lied. Well, technically it
That's
is.
the Fox, the big, like,
Yeah,
national Fox game, if I had to guess.
yeah,
Rams will be on CBS at 105.
it's very true.
Alright, there you go.
Eagles against
We can
the
go
Rams.
low left to Eagles Seahawks Monday night.
Oh,
This
the
was
Wade
a
Phillips
Sunday
thing.
game, and they flexed it to Monday. I forget what the Sunday game was supposed.
I'm glad they did this though, because we've
Yeah,
been talking about the ability. They've had the ability to flex all year, and yet we still get a Thursday night Bears versus Commanders. Like,
yeah,
come on,
yeah.
come on.
I know they like to wait till the end of the year to do it. So they
Really?
know, yeah, they wanna wait, like, to see because they only have so many
So
games
many
that they can
flexes.
flex. So when
Okay.
they do it, they want it to be, like, for a big deal, and they kinda flexed this one, like, a week or 2 weeks ago when the Seahawks were kinda looking a
Kind
little
of true.
better. Now they're kinda, like, flopping a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I see a big Eagles bounce back game.
Yeah.
Um, DK Metcalf has serious CTE.
Yeah.
Those guys are tripping. I could see Eagles D line kind of getting after it,
Yeah.
and I like this. The Seahawks DBs have been very up and down. Haven't really been able to cover much. They're really overly aggressive, biting on double moves. Like I just see like there's going to be a lot of openings. And the one thing they are bad at is stopping the run. I'd love to see the Eagles get back to like, hey, let's
Run the rock.
run, play action, run, deep shot, run. Like let's tote the rock a little bit.
Yeah. Let's be Philly.
Yeah,
Let's just
let's run
run
it
the rock.
downhill.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would dare say, DK Metcalf is kind of following the same path as Antonio Brown. He's just a lot bigger.
Yeah,
He's a liability. Like, he makes some great catches, but he is he's a very emotional player. He rides the highs and he rides the lows like crazy.
Yeah.
Um, did I see that did Seattle bench Geno, and so they're just going with Lock?
Did they?
Like, why did they have him in against
They said he was out with a groin injury for that game last week.
limited
That's what was
participation versus
recorded.
practice?
I'm pretty sure it's a groin injury.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if Gino can play, I'm assuming he's gonna play.
Questionable, yeah, groin was limited. Okay, so he might play.
Said he
But
feels really good.
it's just like I saw the big deal that everybody was talking about where DK Metcalf unfollowed the Seahawks on social media. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you're not that good. Like, you make some good plays, but you're not consistent enough for me to say like, oh,
yeah,
we need to get him out of here. Like, they're not going to ship you out like a farewell tour.
yeah.
Um, all that being said, give me the Eagles bounce back game.
I
Take
think the
care of
Eagles get
business.
after it, honestly. I could see a world where we drop.
I'm thinking
I
30 bomb at least.
I was about to say I could see 42 points going on the board. I really could. I think
Okay.
they're pissed,
Yeah.
and like people have been mad that the offense can't score, and I think they'd be willing to, like, even if we're winning by a lot, to
Keep the
just
hammer
keep,
down.
yeah, just keep running it
Okay.
up. I could see that, definitely.
I think
Like,
I would love to see it.
the Eagles have scored the most they've scored this year. They scored 38 against the Commanders,
Yeah, we should be able to
a
do
few
pretty
weeks
well.
back in that overtime game. So,
Yeah.
yeah, a few games of 37. They got 38, 34, but a few games in the 30s. But I could see a big one. I really could.
I could see it. I could see the O line taking it personal because they were
Yeah.
getting called out against Dallas, and it's true. I mean, if you watch the tape, they were getting eaten up a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, I did notice also the kind of interesting thing, just kind of not to harp on the game against Dallas, but Philly was moving the ball pretty well until they turned the ball over.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they couldn't move it.
Yeah, they're getting first downs. Like, all 3 turnovers were in Dallas territory. Like, it was there.
Yeah, I see a big bounce back game for you guys. So I'm not worried about it.
Need it. Need it badly.
Get the Philly fans to just simmer
Yeah,
down.
like,
Okay,
shit's gonna be okay.
relax.
Gonna make the playoffs. Still might get the 1 seed.
Yeah, you'll end up getting a matchup against the Niners. You can smack them there
Yeah.
where it really matters. All right, Ravens Jaguars in Jacksonville down in
Mhm.
Duval. I kind of went back and forth on this game because on one side, so you have Trevor Lawrence. How long can his meds carry?
Facts.
How long can Toradol work for you? Toradol. And on the other side, I'm like, the Ravens just use so much energy to beat the Rams in overtime.
Yep.
So much emotional energy. Like, are they due for a letdown game? But I factor that. Do I think that the Ravens on kind of a lull is better than Trevor Lawrence with a bum ankle? Yes. I think they're a better overall team.
Yeah, I think they're just tougher. I don't know how tough this Jags team is. I
Mhm.
kinda see them getting, like,
They get bullied.
yeah, they got bullied by the Browns,
They got
you
bullied by the Bengals.
know. Yeah, so, like, I could see the Ravens kinda just getting after him. I could see the pass rush getting after him, and if Lawrence, he has looked good, but if that ankle is still,
Mhm.
not 100%, he might not be able to move as well, you know?
Yeah, him and Ridley weren't on the same page last game, and if they're gonna do that same thing, I see the
Mhm.
secondary for the Ravens taking advantage. Unless is Kyle Hamilton still out?
That's a good
That might
question.
that might affect my pick. Limited, so he'll probably play. He's questionable.
Okay.
Devin Duvernay was placed on IR. Damn.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are like sensing this moment of the Chiefs are struggling. This is our time to get this number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Let's stack these games up so that we can go into the last week of the season, game clear. We can rest players. We don't have to worry about anything because that's what's been killing them in recent years is going into the playoffs. You're trotting out, what's
Tyler
his
Huntley.
face? Yeah, Tyler Huntley, and you still almost win a playoff game, but, like,
You don't have Lamar.
that's, yeah, you want Lamar for the playoffs. So The quicker they could stack these wins up and kinda just get
Get their
like
position, lock
yeah,
that
like,
one
I'm
seed,
looking
yep.
at yeah, like, they're a game clear of the Dolphins. Dolphins still got some tough games, like and the Ravens will get to play the Dolphins, like, if they can just it's a tough schedule for the Ravens, right? It's Jags, and then they gotta play the Niners, and then they play the Dolphins, so it's tough, but, like,
It's
this
winnable.
is a game where they should sense as winnable. Like, you can beat the Jags for sure.
Tyreek
So,
Hill is
yeah.
listed as non-participant. Interesting. So just looking at the Dolphins moving forward, Molster's questionable, Hill's questionable, A-Chain's questionable.
Mhm.
Hmm. And you lose your starting center, so that's interesting. Like Xavier Howard's questionable as well. Damn. Austin Jackson's questionable.
A lot of people questionable. They'll all
Yeah.
play. All these questionable guys will probably end up playing.
They should. It's very interesting though. I need to see this Dolphins team to know if they're for real be able to move the ball without Tyreek Hill being the say all be all. Like
Mhm.
you have too much talent around you to
There's people
not.
that can catch the rock. Get Waddle involved.
Yeah, just throw a crossing route to him. Let him run. But it just amazes me because I'm hearing these ideas that Tua should be a MVP quarterback, and it's like timeout. MVP level quarterback. Tyreek Hill's out the game, and we physically can't move the ball.
Yeah.
That doesn't add up.
That doesn't add up to me. That's all I'll say.
Like what the hell?
It does not
What,
add up to me.
what are we doing? But you know what? We're not talking about the Dolphins right now. We're talking about Ravens
No.
Jags.
No. Alright. Let's go Bengals, Vikings. We're both on the Bengals train. I like Jake Browning.
I do.
And I don't know what these Vikings quarterbacks are and what they
Is it Nick Mullins? I think.
I think they're rolling with Mullins. Like,
God.
I mean, good luck. I'm gonna rock with Browning. I think they got more weapons. I know Jefferson's gonna play,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
I'll take Browning, a
So
consistent Browning. Like Mullins played a little bit, and I guess they won 3-0, so who cares? But like Browning's been playing, been winning games, comfortable out there. Like,
he can move the ball.
yeah, give me the Bengals to kind of work their way. This is a home game too. I'd like them to kind of find their way and maybe work their way into the playoffs.
I agree. I mean, I'm just looking at the Vikings injuries right now. So we have Brian O'Neill, offensive tackles out. Jalen Naylor, wide receiver out. Alexander Madison out, and
Mhm.
then Jefferson's questionable. It could either turn. There's two ways that game goes. They either get blown off the field by the Bengals, or Justin Jefferson puts on a show.
Yeah,
But
so
I don't.
Jalen Naylor, I know him from growing up. He ran club track
Oh, shut up.
against me. I raced him all the time. He used to beat my ass
Okay.
all the
Now he's
time.
on
So
the injury.
his nickname growing up was Speedy.
Hmm.
So it would be Speedy Naylor, and he would beat everybody. And then we all got older, and then he never beat me ever again. So there you go.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
And Mullins will make history for the like. I don't. If you're going Nick Mullins, I'd rather you stick with the Pastronaut.
Yeah, I think they bumped Pasternak down to third string. I think Jaron Hall's the second string now.
Yeah, hurt. I don't.
Yeah, I think
I like that he can at least run.
The Pasternak's time has come and gone, I think, or so it seems.
It's a
He
fun ride.
he had a good run. Yeah, he had about as good a run as you can for not knowing anyone on the team and
Yeah,
just
he's kind of showing up.
making his way.
Yeah, I mean Southern Miss. The only great quarterback from Southern Miss is well, he likes to sue people. So
Yeah. This is old Brett,
yeah,
Mr. Favre.
Mr. Fun.
But yeah, go Bengals. Got a good slate. Should be fun. I think we're picking every single one of the Saturday games.
We are.
Should be a fun watch. I won't be watching much. I'll be at a track meet all day, so I'll be following along. Hopefully my fantasy players lock in for me.
I'm glad I got a
They
buy in the
probably
show.
won't, but
I was actually happy to get a buy. I was like, you know what,
yeah,
boys
give the
earned it.
boys
Give the
boys
boys a
earned it.
rest.
You guys rest up.
Will we go very far? Probably not. We'll
Probably
try.
not.
Get what we have. I guess I could pull up my picks and we can kind of just go side by side on our picks.
Okay.
I don't plan on changing any of my picks. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest, who knows what's actually going to happen in these bowl games now with the transfer portal? Because, like,
Yeah.
You don't know.
Facts.
I guess we'll start with the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Ooh, what a nice one.
Okay.
Here's a great golf area, right?
Ole
Myrtle
Miss
Beach.
Myrtle.
Oh, Miss Myrtle. You got the Ohio Bobcats versus the Georgia Southern Eagles. I mean, give me the action. You
Yeah.
know, I thought about going with Clay Helton, but then I remembered it's Clay Helton, so that's
Mhm.
he doesn't do well in bowl games very much.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go there. Moving on down to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. You think they teach them how to play cricket afterwards?
Probably not.
You give them a cricket stick, like here's what you
They
get. Most
should.
yeah, most people get like a PS5 or like
Yeah.
Tostitos
I don't think
chips.
these guys are getting any of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, what
They
do you
might
do?
get the little lollipops where they put the crickets inside. They might get those
Oh,
that you get in like India. That might be as good as it gets.
give you a headset so if you work at one of those telemarketing services, you have your own.
Facts.
Could be. Okay, good ideas. You got Florida A&M Rattlers versus Howard Bison. I'm sorry, B Dubs on this one, but I'm gonna go with the Rattlers.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm rooting for the Rattlers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're probably gonna win. So they earlier this year they played my uncle's old team,
Hmm.
as like their FCS. So they played Division II team, beat the shit out of them. So yeah, the Rattlers are a wagon. I think. I wonder who they lost to. They probably played a real squad, if I had to guess.
Real football team.
Yeah, like a Division I,
Could be.
and got the piss beat out of them.
Well,
I'm about to look and see what their one loss was.
all right.
They played South Florida and lost 38-24. Beat West Florida 31-10. And they've been playing some close games this year, but they've got the job done.
Drop Florida.
There
Yeah,
you
I'll ride
go.
with the boys. Let me get the Rattlers. Um, yeah, this one I feel like the Raging Cajun are in this bowl game every year. The R&L Carrier New Orleans Bowl. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're there every year. It's a home game for the Cajuns, but we do have the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. So, Big Cox versus the Raging Cajuns. I
Yep.
mean,
It's a
who's gonna
magical
cock and
game.
rock? Yeah, but I got the Cajun. You know,
Okay.
think you're rocking with them as well, right?
I think so. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to. We'll see. We'll see when I get to mine. I'll pull mine up and
Oh, okay. I didn't know you're doing that. Okay. All
I'll
right.
pull mine up. I got them locked and loaded.
Oh, okay. All right. Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl, my bad. Cure Bowl, whatever. You got the Appalachian State Mountaineers.
Mhm.
Shout out Luke Combs versus Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Give me App State. Uh, jeez, I gotta lean in for this. Isleta, the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. I don't know. Fresno State Bulldogs versus New Mexico State Aggies. Give me the Aggies. And then last but not least, oh no, there's two more for Saturday. Okay. The Starco Brands LA Bowl. What the hell is that?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
I'm gonna fade the UCLA Bruins on this one, and I'm gonna take Boise State Broncos.
Mhm.
Just hired their interim head coach full time, so I think the boys get a big win. And then the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. They're giving anyone who will sponsor a bowl a really good time.
Anyone who want it can get it.
Texas Tech Red Raiders versus Cal Golden Bears. Give me Cal Bears.
Oh yeah.
Let me stop sharing, and you can
Yeah,
see what you're
I'll
rocking.
pull mine up too. Honestly, looks like it's we're looking pretty similar.
Okay, pretty good wash.
But we got a lot of bowl games, so we'll have
Oh,
our differences at some point, obviously.
we will.
Let me just get my cursor to lock in for me. There we go.
It happens.
All right, so I'm starting off same Ohio Bobcats going for a 10-win season. I feel like you always want to lean on the teams that got 9 wins because they're buzzing. They want that double-digit win season. Georgia Southern, they're just happy to be there. Honestly, they might be pissed to be there because now they can enjoy their winter break with their family. They have to well, I guess they'll be done with their game, so maybe they can. But they've been having to practice for 2 weeks. They're probably pissed. Florida A&M wagon. I mean, if Howard wins this game, I will be shocked. Let's just put it that way. A&M, they got some dogs. They got some athletes. Um, I'm also on the Raging Cajuns.
Okay.
Home game, not necessarily a home game, but like basically a home game. Um, where's this game taking place? I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
it's
in the
the
Superdome.
Superdome. Yeah.
Yeah, so give me Louisiana. The boys will be buzzing. They're happy to be there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, then I am gonna go. I'm going with the Red Hawks
Okay.
with Miami of Ohio. Now,
Okay.
normally I don't like to pick a team that just won their conference title, but I think these guys gotta like they're gonna be 12-2 on the year. They lost
What?
to Toledo. They lost to Miami earlier in the year, first game of the year. Went on a tear, lost to Toledo, got revenge on Toledo, and now App State rolls into town. And I think I don't know. There's just something about these old Miami of Ohio Red Hawks that I like. I like the cut of
Huh?
their jib.
Okay.
Um,
Huh?
yeah, so that I think that's my one difference from you. Going down to New Mexico State.
Okay.
I'm rolling with them over Fresno State because it is also I'm pretty sure it's a home game for them. Yep.
Yep.
It's the New Mexico Bowl in Albuquerque. Give me frickin' New Mexico State. Like, come on now. This is easy money right here.
Gotta be.
Um, New Mexico State, for those who don't remember, beat the absolute piss out of Auburn in Auburn. So I'll roll with those guys.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. I'll I'll
Because
rock with those guys.
if they beat Auburn and Auburn almost beat Bama, and Bama's one of the
And
top 3
Bama
teams,
beat Georgia. We'd say
therefore
New Mexico State should be in there.
should be in the playoffs.
Best team.
I see.
I am also rolling with Boise State. I just feel like UCLA is kind of like
Yeah.
they're kind of just done. I think they won their Super Bowl when they beat SC.
Yeah.
Players are sitting out, D coordinator's gone, all their QBs are shit or transferring. Boise State like went on a tear after they fired their head coach, won their conference. I think they're going to be really like buzzing to play this game. Might go to this. No, actually, I'm not going to go to this game. If it was on a different day, I would go. One of my
It is
friends from
LA.
track. Yeah, one of my friends from track plays for Boise State.
Oh shit.
Ran with him my whole life. That's my boy right there. Shout out Billy Bowens. Make some plays out there. One of the receivers for Boise State.
Who's the
Um,
UCLA quarterback? I don't even know who.
that's yeah.
I know Dante's
Garbers
transferring. It's Garber. Oh jeez. Yeah.
probably or
Give me
Shlehy.
Shvlee, Shweemy
One
Shlee.
of one of those guys. And then I'll roll with the Golden Bears too. I will never forget that this team dropped 49 points on USC. So game
Yeah.
of the year right there. I will always rock with a Pac-12 team most of the time. Like if I had known who UCLA's quarterback would be and there wasn't a lot of turmoil, I would definitely go with them. But there's just so much like going on. I can't
Yep.
lean on that. Cal's kind of just locked in, solid. Went 6-6. Happy to be in a bowl game. I think they run the rock
Yeah.
all over Texas Tech. That's what I believe in my heart. And then I'll give you a free pick. There's a guarantee that me and you will both be on the Hilltoppers. If you're
Yeah.
picking anybody but the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers,
The hell are you doing?
F you,
Yeah.
basically. The Hilltoppers QB, I don't know if he's gonna play. My uncle's old quarterback at West Florida, Austin Reed. Not sure if he's gonna play because I know he like declared for the draft or whatever. Um,
He's got to do it one more time for the boys at the
yeah,
Hilltop.
so we'll see. Even with that, you always pick the Hilltoppers no matter what. It's just like
Dude,
that's what
I'm
you
always
do for your country. Yeah.
with
So
you. Top
those are
team.
my picks too. Boom.
Right picks. All right, I think it's time for. I've said it's probably a fan favorite segment. People can let me know in the comments if I'm dead wrong. Obviously, I know I'm a big stooge, but again, let me know why. It's time to pull up Stooge of the Week, and let me say before I bring it up, there were
Hell
a couple.
yeah.
There was a late nominee tonight. Like
Late charge.
I'm talking absentee ballot. We already counted the
Mhm.
votes, and then this bag got stuffed right there. I mean, the Chargers really threw their hat in the ring and said
They
we
tried.
would like this honor.
They said, "Hey, we're shitters too. Remember us?"
Oh, Staley actually called me and said, "Hey, I'm having a tough day. I need to
Like,
give a
"Hey, we
voice.
haven't won much this year, but
Can we?
can you at least give us this?"
We'll get you a La Quinta room and a bag of chips." I said,
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. That's against our stooge ethics." It's none other than Mr. Crybaby himself. I
Yeah.
mean, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Let's just give him a round of applause for
Hey,
just being
thank
an
you.
absolute baby on the field.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Patrick.
we figured that like while the Chargers made a late charge, like there are not a lot of times that Patrick Mahomes will be the stooge of the week.
No,
So this felt only right. Like after his little crybaby outburst,
Yeah,
this weekend over a penalty that was in fact a penalty.
but not
Um,
by much, not by much.
Not by much. How can you do that? How can you call that when it changes the game?
I
When we
mean,
just did it to the Eagles in the Super Bowl so we could win. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Freaking idiot. Like, has he not has like you think he
there
thought
was
about that? Like at night, he's like, wait, this is basically what happened to the Eagles, huh?
Eagles and then the Bills.
Like, yeah, maybe it was a penalty, maybe it wasn't, but you don't call that right there when it changes the game and
Yeah, you let
ruins
the
someone's
boys
Hall of Fame
play.
career, ruins Jalen Hurts' Hall of Fame career moment, like, you could just use the
Yeah,
same argument, like,
yeah.
so stupid.
It was only fitting too that we, Kadarius Tony points to his man because Tony, he couldn't have done it without you. Okay, could not have made this without you.
I find it funny that Tony can only catch when it's Travis Kelce throwing to him. Maybe Kelce should be the QB from now on because he drops anything Mahomes throws, but when Kelce puts it on him, it's an easy catch, walk-in touchdown.
I've never seen, and then so I had never seen in the NFL any receiver line up off sides because we can both say from playing receiver, it's pretty simple. You go over, you line up, and you ask the ref. You point at him, you say, "Hey, am I good? I'm on the ball. Am I good?"
Yeah,
And
you
he'll
look
say,
at the
"Stop,
ball.
back up."
Then you look at where you are, and then you're like, "Alright, I think I'm good." Then you look over, "Hey,
Yeah,
thumbs up, we good?" "Yep, okay, sounds good." And then he's like, a little," and then sometimes you'll go over and you'll be like, "Hey, I'm off,
off.
like, I'm off, right? I'm off, we're good?" He's like, "Yep, you're good, you're off." I'm like, "Okay, perfect."
Simple conversation.
Like, but the thing is he didn't check.
No, he just
He
lined
just
up.
lined up. Like, if he woulda checked, now
None
the
of this
ref
happens.
doesn't have to say, but he would've. The ref would've been like,
It's common courtesy.
back up a little. Yeah, he woulda done it, but Tony just said, "Yeah, no, well, I know best. Let me just stare at the ball," and I'm literally touching helmets with Von Miller.
Yeah. I wonder if this big dumb dipshit thinks like it's Kadarius Tony. I got a Super Bowl ring. I know what I'm doing. Like you didn't do
Yeah,
much to get it. Patrick Mahomes carried you to the Super Bowl. Okay.
yeah,
It was only right for Patrick Mahomes' outburst. So it was one thing for him to have the outburst on the field. Okay, that happens. Then we have it to where he's shaking hands with Josh Allen.
yeah. He looked
He's
like a.
telling Josh Allen about the
He's
call.
like, "That's the worst call I've ever seen," and Josh Allen's like, "Dude, what the hell? Like, what do you want me to say to you? Like,
Like, you want to hear what we got going on back home? I got a
or
coach
not
that
even
moved
that? Like,
cancer north.
what did you want Josh Allen to say? I know, man. Like, we should let you guys win. Honestly, like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
It's not like you had
Quit
a minute 20
complaining."
afterwards to move the ball. Like, it wasn't the last play of the game.
He was just in that pissed mode where you need to tell, like, whoever's
Everybody,
just
anybody.
around, you gotta tell somebody about how
He
you
would have
just
told
got
the water
robbed.
cooler.
Yeah,
He told the water cooler. He sit there, "This is bullshit."
yeah,
I mean, so he does that, and then he triples down inside of his interview. Now, there's like a 20-minute period after the game that you shower, you get all ready for the press. So you got 20 minutes to just, okay, let me just, emotions got high. I was upset. Let me just calm this down. No, 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 no. We're gonna double down.
doubled down, and then Andy Reid doubled down.
You know what?
Every
I think Andy Reid had to jump in the paint on that one.
He had
You
to
just can't
protect
dunk
his
on
QB.
it. Yeah. It was so bad. So for that,
Yeah,
we had to give Patrick not only any pacifier because he's a little baby at this point, but a gold pacifier. Okay, he's a rich baby now, so
yeah,
give you gold pacifier. Mind you, we said there's probably not going to be another occasion where we can make Patrick Mahomes stooge of the week. He's usually
yeah.
pretty squared away with this stuff, but that was just unbelievable.
It was
I
insane.
mean, and his logic made absolutely no sense. You can't do that to ruin his Hall of Fame career. Like, all right, let's go back and let's look at
Like,
every
what are you
holding
talking
penalty
about,
for every single play that's been called back. Like, I'm sure there's been a
right?
95-yard touchdown. Real back.
I know. Like,
Like tonight with the Chargers, they had a kickoff return called back, or it was at a punt actually.
the punt, yeah.
It was a punt. No, no, no. Can't call that because it ruins this guy's
Was
potential
it
for a
re
Hall of Fame career. Like,
Yeah.
I just
I just thought it was so funny that he's the number 1 on-field complainer if he gets late hit, if someone's getting held, he is the first one to be pointing at the refs, looking for them to throw flags. He's number 1 flag guy. Then
yeah,
one flag on them, it's like, "Well, how could you call that? How could you call that flag?" This little freaking Kermit the Frog voice, like,
it's
"Bro,
not
you literally
easy
did
to
it to the
say,
Eagles
right?
in the Super Bowl. I watched it happen."
Yeah,
And I'm like, "Sure," like, and I'm not even gonna sit here and say that it wasn't holding on the Eagles because
it was.
if you look at the rules, like,
You know,
he grabbed him. So it's like, "Alright, if we wanna play this game, we can do it." which means yours also is. But if you want to do the Crybaby cheese, then we can Crybaby cheese. Then let the Eagles fans do it too. Don't be like, well, that's was a
Just how
clear
they
hold. It was a clear hold. Like,
all
okay,
all
dude,
things.
it's probably uncatchable too.
No, and thinking back to the Super Bowl too, the refs were letting the boys play on both sides on defense. Like,
Basically, the whole game.
oh yeah, they threw a deep ball to AJ Brown. You see AJ get yanked down. You're like, okay, we're just all right. Let's let the boys play. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I mean, Patrick, you stole the show,
Congrats,
pal. Just way
congratulations,
to get
buddy.
your gold pacifier. Chargers made a very late surge.
I know.
Um,
If they
just
would have got maybe like the
if they would have
NFL
got the
record put
record
on,
put on them, yeah,
yeah, then I think they maybe take the cake. And it was looking like, I mean, at
they're-
halftime, it's 42 zip. They're on pace to lose 84-0.
yeah. I'm
Like
betting
that.
they wanted to disconnect the console and just walk away, but you
Yeah,
can't do it.
can't do it.
I mean, that's just yeah, just wonderful stuff.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Thank you.
All right, it's time to dig into some Twitter, and this Twitter definitely delivered.
Okay.
Mind you, there's some clips that I can't just play all the way, but I thought were very funny. This is the point of view
Classic.
Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
finds out a teammate didn't bundle a home and auto, and he is
Nice.
just he's the number one
Yeah. So
bundler.
for anyone that didn't see, like
I
Stooge of
would
the Week, when we're talking about him crying, this is basically what we're talking about. Boy was
Yeah,
pissed.
I can't show it with any sound because I will get a
Yeah.
that they'll be calling us down a little bit.
Yeah, they'll be getting you.
We'll be bummed out. I don't need that. Oh, this is perfect. I'm sure we all did this. This kid, you get home from school, you got a bad grade, and you're like, I'm just gonna pitch this report card. And then you get home and mom's like, hey, where is it? And you just gotta you know where it is. In the trash can
In a
somewhere.
trash can. In a
Yeah.
random trash can somewhere.
Balled
Did
up,
teacher give
wadded
you your
up.
report card? Then where
Just
is it?
keep just keep looking. It's in here somewhere. Just keep looking through the same pocket. I'm sure we all did it as a
I'm sure
kid,
we're gonna
man.
find it somewhere.
You
I
don't
don't
know
know
what.
where it is.
Where did you put it?
I have
It's not
no idea.
it's not the worst logic I've heard. He at least said I might have left it open, it dropped. Could have gone with, there's different modalities for the post report card. Like,
So
hey,
wait,
West
your
Virginia
teacher
shot
did give
out.
you your report card, right? And then what happened? But you put it in your book bag? You put it in your book bag and now it's not there?
What happened was,
What had happened was I'm just lying at my ass.
hey, Jim, we've all been there. It's the signature. I'm gonna look through the same pocket 3 times to see if it
Yeah.
if it changes. Like, or you do the old thing. You reach your hand underneath and you like act like you might have found something, but in reality, it's
Like,
just.
wait, this. Oh no, not quite. Yeah, he's screwed. Good luck, kid. I hope you're not grounded still.
And if the dad walks by, your dad knows. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you don't
like
you threw it away, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You go to your room. We'll talk about it. All right. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect. You know how disrespectful it is to, I mean, I'm sure this just got fucking DK just off his rocker. The 49ers long snapper, Tabor Pepper, clapped back at DK Metcalf in ASL, saying 14 effed around and found out. Fucked around and found out. But the long snapper to do this, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Just, huh, and
Like if I'm DK, I'm just like, bro, I'll beat your ass. Like
you can just DM him. I'll whoop your ass.
I'm like, who are you, bro? Like, not the long snapper.
Yeah, anybody else.
I'd petition for like
Fred
long
Warner.
snappers, kickers, punters are not allowed to talk any shit at all.
Unless
Not allowed.
unless you hit like a Tucker walk
Yeah,
off.
but who are you talking shit to
That's a good point.
specifically? That's my thing. Like, okay, if you want to like, you can celebrate like I'm him. Like you
Mhm.
can do that, but like, who are you?
He doesn't tackle people.
Yeah, who are you playing? You're not playing against anyone.
Who
You
was it?
know?
Who was it that
Now, if
was
a punter
saying,
comes down and like lays somebody out or something, okay, get up and chirp. Or if this long snapper guy, like if he would have tackled DK on like a punt return and laid his ass out, he should have done it over his body, not
oh,
after. Like he doesn't. You don't even go against him. Like it
no,
should
but
have been the DBs doing this.
you know how cool it would have been though if he taught Fred Warner how to do it, and Fred Warner
That's what I'm
just does
saying. Like
that.
that would have been good if Fred,
Oh,
like if the people he was going against were doing it, like it's just some random long snapper. I'm like, bro, who are you?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was that blind long snapper Jake Long from USC,
Let's see, yeah.
and I was like, "There's no way.
I used to
There's
see that.
no way."
I used to see that guy every day.
No,
Every day on campus with his dog eating
he didn't see
breakfast.
you though.
You know, he didn't know I was there.
I'm fucking
He never
sick.
met me.
That's on me. That
Yeah,
one.
that's. I mean, come on,
That's sick.
you're better than that.
Am I well? It's
Yeah,
debatable.
probably not.
Yeah, I'd just be you're scrolling through Instagram right before you go to sleep, and it's been a long day you lost, and you see the long snapper telling me this. I'm DMing him. I'll fuck you up right now.
I'm like, bro,
I'll
not you,
beat your
dog.
ass. This ain't happening.
Not you. Anybody but you, dude.
I think it was Lombo was talking on the Pat McAfee show today, and he was like, you know what? They should just throw DK on punt block and just tell him, have fun. Next time I
Yeah.
play these guys, just go lay out the long snapper. Go have a
Yeah,
good
just
time.
go hit somebody. I just always wanted to
It's a
kill
scrap.
someone. Yeah.
But he only does it when they're not looking at him or when he has an angle. Like he doesn't go head up against him. Like Fred
Yeah.
Warner, he went to the side of him and hit him. Like I don't know. I think he's a big dumb dipshit. He's a good player, but he's so emotional. Like the
Yeah.
fact that Shanahan can say, "I'll give you a Christmas bonus if you get him mad." Like if you get him mad, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is just too funny. This is I think this is a professor. There's no class tomorrow. Have a nice life. Hi everyone. It's the end of the semester and I have nothing left to give. Appreciate the honesty. I also broke up with someone and I fear I ruined his life. Sounds like a personal problem. Anyways, the final assignment will be posted on Canvas shortly. Feel free to reach out if you need, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in there with me. I think I'd just start laughing if I read a post.
Have a nice life. This guy's jacked.
Well, I have a feeling it might be a
Yeah, like
lady. I also
he
broke
might
up.
never
I ruined
see the
his
light
life.
of day again. This guy might have killed himself.
Yeah, I think this professor may have said
we might not be seeing him ever again.
I think it's a her.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
I also broke up with someone and I fear I ruined his life.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So she might be
Yeah.
right off it. So
Yeah.
hey, T's and P's.
Hope everything works out for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't ruin his life that. Come on.
No facts.
This is so iconic. This is what I'm talking about when you
Oh
just
yeah. Let me
Now-
hear it.
Oh yeah. Let me get it from the beginning now.
Oh.
So
That's that sweet music right there.
So did you know though, when it goes through, you see these towers right here?
Uh-huh.
These actually
Are those
like,
games,
towers
games,
increase
right?
by the
Okay.
games you played. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that.
That was crazy.
I didn't know that until recently also.
I didn't either. I was just I
Yeah.
remember playing it one time. I was like, oh shit, there's like fucking Taj Mahal coming after me.
Yeah. That one
don't-
and the GameCube one, man. Those two.
You just
The
knew you were
GameCube might be my favorite all time.
that one.
Boom.
Man,
That one
they
was
don't make
elite.
that anymore.
I know. Now I just load up my PC's just spinning and spinning and spinning and overheating and overheating. Oh gosh, I saw this.
I have so many of these. I have so many Frank clips in a row. This guy. I want to watch a game with this guy. I want to know why it's always Tony Romo and Scott Van Pelt's fault.
The season is over.
That's it. This off with this Tony Romo. Why?
Okay, Frank.
That's it. The season's fucked. The season is fucked. Now my phone is on fire.
Everything is wrong.
That's it. The season's fucked. It's fucked. Tony division. The Dolphins season's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked. They're getting December time every goddamn year. Why did we play like shit today? We went in the goddamn dumbest play calling. They're gonna lose it in Jets. They're not gonna win another fucking game this year. They might not even make the goddamn fucking playoffs.
Not just the goddamn playoffs, not the fucking playoffs, the goddamn fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
Clapping. That one.
They were clapping because they're like, great clip. That's a big time clip.
That's gonna make us some good money. Bro, this is this is pretty much every time we watch a game with my dad back in the day.
Yeah.
Just, hey, Dad, it's gonna be okay. Just
There's no such thing as positive thoughts.
just think positive.
Think positive.
As positive thoughts.
He is electric. I would have loved to watch the Eagles Dolphins game with him.
Oh my god,
It would have been insane.
Money.
this guy.
That was the agent's Wicked Wolf commission money. He went straight to the jeweler.
Every time I have not seen the Dolphins win a game when I see this bitch dancing. When the Giants scored the last time, she was dancing. Now they're scoring again. Look at everyone dancing. They're all dancing. You know what? They're dying and they're dancing. They're happy. Look at them dancing.
That was the agent's Wicked Wolf.
This guy is just one of a kind.
I think it's a Chili's commercial too, is what they're saying.
This guy is one of a kind.
Dude, I want to hear what he does when he hears the Whopper commercial.
Oh, that guy might commit suicide.
This is the last one of Frank, dude. I was watching these. I'm like, these have to go. Like,
Why is this happening? Tony Romo, that guy on the street, he's got that pout. Why is this happening?
That guy on the street.
That guy on the street, he's got that pout.
What did Scott Van Pelt do?
I don't know.
What did Tony Romo do?
Just think positive thoughts. There is no
There's no such thing as positive thoughts.
Thank you, Frank. Hey, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate you, Frank. That random guy on the street. This is hilarious. Okay. Everybody's been talking about it. This is the actual play. I want you to tell me, because people are saying he did motion to the ref. You tell me if he motions to the ref. I'm sure
Okay.
you've seen it. There he goes. No, he looked at him, but he didn't hand out up like.
He like looked over there. He might have put his hand out. It was kind of quick, but he did it before he was even set.
How did he think this was okay?
Like go back. He might have motioned to him. Like right. I'm trying to like look
Mm-hmm.
there.
But he's not even set.
Yeah, that's my thing. He looks over there, but then like he's like pointing.
But his feet aren't even set. Like he's
But
not.
yeah, the guy doesn't know where he's gonna be. So then like play it from here in full speed.
Just looks back. He doesn't.
Now he's set. And
Now he
like
should
now
look.
you should be like
Look at the other receivers right here.
yeah.
He
Yeah, buddy. Like lock in.
by
dude.
this formation, he should be ineligible. Is he? Well, I mean, he's
No,
obviously
he's eligible still because he's on the ball. Like
right. Okay, yeah.
could have been
'cause
if he
he's
was
on
off
wide.
the ball, but like still, he's like
He's just so far. Like
buddy, like you're not like you can't see that you're offsides here. You're looking
Von
straight at
Miller
the ball.
is right here as a defensive lineman. Kadarius Toney is like.
Yeah, I think even if he did like maybe he did like motion to the ref, like you weren't even close to being set. Like the guy didn't even know you were gonna end up on that play.
And the fact that the ref can't see the ball around your foot is like
Yeah.
should be an indicator. But it just shows like you're a professional athlete. I should not like you're a professional wide receiver. I shouldn't have to tell you elementary stuff like, hey, make sure check with the ref when you're set. Make sure he
Yeah.
gives you the thumbs up. Move back if you're off the ball. Let him know. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so stupid. And that he just nope. I just stop crying, Chiefs fans. I'm not gonna hear it. I don't care. This is just, dude. This is get me to this tailgate. This is Tommy DeVito's family tailgate. Give me a chicken parm sandwich. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
What do you think we're done? This ain't done. Yeah, a little.
They were in a
That's not
bag.
grill. A little bit of the peppers. Tomato pepper.
Get the balsamic glaze, a little bit of the glaze on there,
Yeah.
just to top it off.
Here's your plate. Get yourself a beer.
The plate.
Look
How
at
you
the
doing?
amount of fucking subs this guy's gonna make.
Oh, I mean, this guy's.
Oh, and we got what's that? We got the lasagna down there.
Oh, it's pasta. You typically don't see this for tailgate, but
Oh, I'm here for it.
this is their thing now.
I mean, hey, hey,
They gotta roll with the gimmick.
that's a gimmick. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm in.
Little chicken parm sandwich.
I'll
For
take
me.
one. I'll take one.
Might take 3. And just in Zion Williamson fashion, he's making headlines for off the court activities again. The good
Nice.
news is this time it's not for
Being a fat stooge.
well, it's not, trying to have to give a little Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with this woman.
Okay.
It's more so just
I think we kind of went into the game too, like Kazega's. I think we kind of went into the game too, like Kazega's.
Like a skazegal.
Went into the game too,
like a skazical.
like Kazega's.
Like a skazical.
Like a
Lacticazical.
Like a skazical.
Went into the game
Like a
too,
skazical.
like Kazega's.
You tried your best, bud. Maybe
to
you should have
Duke,
went
right?
to Duke. Yeah, but he only went 1 year. So
Well, you know what? That's right. Laxatazical was going to be the next year's term.
I know that was the word of the
Right.
first day of
Yeah.
sophomore year.
That
And
was
he
going to be
missed-
the first one on those little calendars you get and you
Yep.
rip it off and that's the next day.
Yep, and he missed
But I
it.
had it and we
So
left the dorm.
you had your chance, bud. You had your chance.
It
Just to update you, Staley is still the coach. So
They
know.
said like we're sticking with him.
well, he hasn't been fired yet. So as of
Okay.
right now, he's on the plane with the team.
What if they just throw him out mid-flight?
That would be good. Wouldn't say no to that.
Little casino. This is just tough. So, the woman who accused former Bills punter Matt Ariza of rape has dismissed her lawsuit against him. Quotes from Matt Ariza's lawyer. It's Ariza, right? Like Trevor Ariza?
I think
Ariza.
Ariza.
The win is bittersweet. Matt has been forced to defend himself for the last 16 months against false accusations and a campaign to ruin his career in the NFL. He will never get this time sliced back. Yeah,
I had heard pretty quick that this wasn't
yeah, I
this
heard
was
it was
fake,
false.
and it just took like so long. You just know how all these court stuff goes. It just gets like so many different appeals and things you have to go through. Like by the time you even get like the damage has been done, you know?
Yeah, where does he get his justice? Like, does he get to sue her for the wages he's lost, or like?
I don't know if he can sue her for defamation or something. Like I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now it's just another process of he's probably losing money on this, having to pay lawyers. Like
It's just so sad though. Like,
yeah,
this guy probably had an
it's
NFL
rough.
career, and now like.
Oh no, he's a really good punter too. Like he was getting drafted. He got drafted by the Bills.
You think he'll still have a chance? I hope he does. I hope he finds
I
something.
would think. I don't know why he wouldn't. Like
Well,
there's
then I
been
would
guys like we know some of these guys in the NFL. They're beating up their girlfriend. Like Tyreek, wasn't he beating his kid?
That was Adrian Peterson.
That too. But I think didn't
Tyreek got caught?
Didn't he break his kid's arm?
I don't know.
I thought that was a story, or maybe that was Antonio Brown.
Makes sense for AB. No, I got from
Kareem
Tyreek
Hunt
Hill.
punched the. Remember he punched the shit out of his girlfriend.
Joe Mixon gets arrested every
Yep.
year for pulling a gun on his girl every single year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ray Rice, like,
Dude,
take your pick. Take your pick of people, and they're in the league. So I think that's for like doing bad things. This guy didn't even do anything bad. Like he should probably have a shot.
Dude, every time when you said the Ray Rice, I could still picture the video, and he fucking clocked her shit.
Yeah, I mean, that was bad. That's as bad as it gets right there.
But I think the last I heard about Tyreek Hill was today was that there's 2 girls that have come out saying that he's the baby daddy
Yeah.
to kids that were born in 2023, and he just got married about 3 months ago. So
Yeah.
have fun explaining that one.
Yeah. Good luck with that, kid.
Yeah. But he did say he wants to be a porn star, so maybe this will help him get into his career. Yeah, this is why I also chose against the Steelers. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin says that George Pickens' sideline frustrations are starting to become a quote unquote problem, he said to reporters. It's a problem because it's not a solution oriented, because it's not solution oriented. You know, we're all frustrated, but we got to manage our frustrations in a professional, mature way. When it's not done that way, it's not necessarily pushing us to solutions. I mean, the fact that you're having to tell your receiver, hey, can you stop acting like a little baby back bitch? We're all going
Yeah.
through the same stuff. It's just, I'm not picking you to win much.
Yeah. Like, come on, dude. You got to lock in a little. He's young, and maybe he'll figure it out. Maybe he won't. Maybe he's going to want a change of scenery. He's talented, but,
I'm trying to
you
think
got to give me a little more.
I'm trying to think where his antics would be worth, like, where the juice is worth the squeeze. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Kansas City, maybe. No, they already got Katoni not being able to line up correctly. So if they could just
Maybe the Jets.
Jets be a good shot.
Aaron could probably
Hem this guy in.
help that guy out. I feel like he's got to go somewhere where he thinks he's like super good. Maybe he's got to go somewhere where
What about I don't know why I thought about this. Not just because I'm a Rams fan. But what about the Rams? You get him under Stafford. He's gonna play under Puka. He would play under Cup. Like,
maybe he'd probably vibe out in with the Texans.
could see that.
You could probably vibe out down there. Maybe
Oh.
like the yeah, there's probably some options. You just need somewhere where they're stable. Like typically the Steelers are stable, but not necessarily because of their offense. Like
TJ Watt could come in and punch him in the mouth.
yeah, he probably would. Probably beat his ass.
Oh, TJ, I love him. Yeah, Pastronaut. You know, Nick
Yeah.
Mullins starting over him. Rest in peace, Pastronaut.
It was fun. Fun while it lasted.
This is crazy shit. This is where Christmas lights just get a little too mixy. I mean,
My thing is, when do they turn off? Like
how much is that bill?
that, but like when are they legally like, hey, you got to turn these?
Yeah, at least like 11:30, surely.
Yeah,
Right?
I think. And then say you're living there though. Like, what if you wanted to go to bed at like 9?
You're fucked.
You're not going to sleep. There's no chance. You better have the most
Blackout curtains?
blackout curtains. That's the only chance you have.
Yeah, that's a big Mario dressed as Santa.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Dude, he's got Iron Man in the front.
I mean, they got it all. That's for sure. They're sparing no expense.
Oh, that must be a bitch to take down. Or you just leave it. I'd leave it up all year. Be like, I'm not changing this. That's sweet. Yeah, a little Iron Man. That's crazy.
Yeah. I guess you
Oh.
hey, that's the Christmas spirit right there.
That's taking Clark Griswold to another level. Be the jolliest damn bunch that he's ever seen. Yeah, reports Patriots have decided to part ways with Bill Belichick following the season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
Hope
Bill's
he-
still got some left in the tank.
I think he does. I don't know where.
People are saying the Chargers.
Bill to the Chargers would be insane.
Dude.
That would be insane.
You got Bill Belichick with the Chargers, and on the other side, you got Sean McVay, one of the youngest head coaches. Just a total.
Bill in LA. Bill just does not strike me as LA vibes.
No. I feel like if Bill moved to LA, he'd be getting arrested at the strip club a lot.
Yeah, I could see that. Because he's gonna want to be a head. He's gonna be a head coach, obviously.
Head coach and GM, don't you get it twisted?
And maybe no more. Yeah.
People are
Chargers
saying
could use
Commanders.
GM. Commanders. Yeah, maybe, but like, I don't know if he'd want to do that. Like, I feel like he'd want to stay in. Like, if they could get a QB, you just got to hit on one. You just got to hit on one.
Yeah, I
Get
think
Caleb. You get a Bo Nix, you get something.
I'd say I don't know about Jaden Daniels.
Oh, I don't think he'll be a good quarterback in the league.
I feel like he's
I
been
think
like
he'll die.
I feel like he's been the worst Heisman of the past decade.
I mean,
That's my own
he's
opinion.
just numbers and running, and like he's
He's
almost
not
like a
game
Johnny
changer.
Manziel type of vibe. Like
Yeah, that didn't work out
he's
at
just gonna
all.
get his. Like
Well,
no, I definitely don't see the like leap to the pros, but no, I mean it is different now. So like maybe
true.
he could go somewhere where it works out for him, and
Yeah,
they can
get
kind of Lamar Jackson it a little more. But
Mhm.
I guess that's to be seen. Or like an Anthony Richardson at the Colts type of thing, if you can get a good offensive coordinator around him.
Good.
But I don't know. At the end of the day, you started at Arizona State, so there's that.
Yeah, and they were cleaning out his locker and telling me shit. So
Yeah.
this is good. This now we get to add a little fire to the a little gasoline to our fire we've had. We've been consistent on this show that Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, but he's a game manager.
hmm
He's doing exactly what Garoppolo was asked to do. Don't take our word for it. Take MVP Cam Newton.
Lamar Jackson, obviously Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, but Brock, they're not winning because of him.
He's not turning the ball over.
He's managing the game. And if we were to put that in its own right as game managers, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and really Dak Prescott. These are game managers. They're not difference makers.
And when you say game manager, I'm not asking you to go out and win the game. I'm just asking you not to lose.
Not to lose the game. Listen, motherfucker. I don't give a damn what you do. You don't have to score every time. You just don't have to throw a pick every time either. If we're going to really call a spade, a game manager is different than a game changer. Lamar Jackson, obviously Patrick.
I don't disagree with any of it.
Nope. And I think like some teams need a game changer, some teams need a game manager. Like
That Niners team just needs a game manager.
they don't need you to like just don't mess up
Yeah.
for us, and we'll be just fine.
Get
Put
the
the
ball
ball
back.
on the money where it needs to be. Give it to your best players.
Let them do their thing.
Like yeah, for sure, 100%.
I love
Like
it.
Aaron Rodgers needs to be a game changer. Like throwing crazy, like receivers aren't getting a lot of separation. Got to literally put it in someone's pocket down the field.
Yeah.
Unorthodox throws, that whole thing. So I agree. Now I don't know if I'll go as far as like saying like that doesn't mean he should win MVP. I don't know what MVP is anymore, so I don't really know.
It's just a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know what like. If I had my way, MVP like.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, or like
pretty
I don't. I would even lean McCaffrey
CMC.
too. Yeah,
One
you
of those two,
scored
yeah.
like in 17 straight games or something like that. Like that's
I
pretty
wouldn't fight either of
valuable.
those.
Like, who would
I
be
think
the
it needs
most
to be
valuable to their team?
Because if a receiver is going to be successful, the quarterback's going to have more yards than he does. More than likely.
Yes. Yeah.
So if he's
Always.
successful, quarterback's going to look even better.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to factor out. There needs to be like an MVP race, I guess, for quarterbacks and an MVP for everyone else.
Yeah.
That's what it's coming down to. Because
Yeah.
how does someone compete with like a quarterback who throws for 5,000 yards versus a receiver that has over 1,500 yards
You can't.
and like 10 touchdowns? It just doesn't. There's
It's
no way.
impossible. Yeah.
I agree.
I wish I'd love to see someone on defense win too, but well, that'll never happen.
TJ Watt. Oh, I'd love this speech. Just a bunch of wides.
Yeah.
Great. YSL RICO trial is now on recess until January 2nd, 2024, after Young Thug's co-defendant was stabbed in jail.
Nice.
Well,
Going what? Hey, free slime, free slap.
Free slime. I mean, free
Going
Jeffrey.
well.
Yeah,
Free them all. Free the boys.
Not doing great. This is too funny. Okay. The comment. Okay. This dude. This is a video. I don't know why the hell this dude posted it, but he said, rate my uppercut 1 through 10. And the comment.
Not quite.
Get a gun, pal.
Yeah. Because you're not going to win a fist fight out there, buddy, throwing that.
And I tried to save it from the video, and this was what came up. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Just.
Yeah.
Rate my uppercut. Yeah, get a gun.
Good luck out there.
Jeez Louise, all that happened. This is unbelievable. Okay. JJ McCarthy is reportedly thought to have a significant chance of ending up in the top 10 if he declared by many NFL scouts.
Jeez. Here we go.
Jim Harbaugh believes McCarthy is once in a generation like Andrew Luck. Don't you fucking slander him.
You're gonna slander your own quarterback like that?
That's just
Insane.
You know what? I thought Jim Harbaugh was already a piece of shit. But after this, motherfucker's lower than dirt. It's like, remember from Shark Tale? You know, there's
Mhm.
seaweed, there's
Yeah.
sharks, and then there's whale shit, and then there's Harbaugh. That's where
Like, I mean, like, sure, if he goes to the Niners, he'd be good.
Sure.
Like, if you
Prove
go
it,
to
Brock.
somewhere, but you're not. You're gonna go to the Pats, or you're gonna go to like, you're gonna go to the Cardinals, or you're gonna go to the Commanders. Like, good luck.
I'd love to see a team take this guy top 10 and just hear about how big of a bust it is. Like, it's an easy bust to see. Watch how he plays at Michigan. Watch how he played in that TCU game. Just watch it.
Hmm.
Get a better team against TCU than he does right now. Like, he's a game manager. He's good at that.
He's
But
not
he's
even
not.
a good one, honestly. Like,
Yeah. He makes some bad decisions. That pass against the Ohio State Buckeyes, the one where he fit it between three
yeah,
defenders,
that's
that
just
shouldn't
not.
work.
No, and he lied about how it did work. He's like, "Oh no, because I saw on film once he turns his head, he didn't." I'm like, brother, you threw it before he even turned his head, so
Yeah.
you
You're full of
just
shit.
you didn't see that guy there, and it just so happened to work out. Like,
I'd respect that more. This is perfect. Kirko chains. It's giving the
nice.
fans what they want. Cole's cash chain.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, Kirk.
thank you, Kirk.
Mr.
Hope you're
Kirk.
enjoying your rehab and stuff.
Dude, did you see the video of Kirk Cousins like literally crawling into the ocean?
Yeah, I did see that
Like
actually.
cast away.
That was pretty hilarious. He's just trying to live his life. That's all.
Bro, he looks like a dog with like a fucking wounded leg.
Boy, looks like a freak.
He's doing bear crawls, but on his knees. Thank you, Kirk. He looks like the stereotypical like 80s sitcom dad.
Yeah,
Got the, little
he's
sweater.
definitely sitcom material for sure.
I hope he does that after he retires. Just becomes like the next like Tim Allen or something. Just out of nowhere. Just
Randomly.
imagine. Yeah, you're going to a movie and you're looking at the previews and it's like a great comedy and they're like starring Kirk Cousins.
I
You're
could
like,
see him
oh
just
shit.
becoming like a pastor or something.
I could
That's
see
what I
that. A
see.
youth pastor.
Yeah, he's for sure
Like the
youth
cool
pastor.
youth pastor.
Oh yeah, play football with you, like
Drop
just
like
good vibes.
500 yards on you.
Yeah,
But then like you hand him like the half court shot, like, okay, if you hit this, like, ice cream, like he'll say like, oh, if I hit this, like I'll get everyone ice cream and just
and just
bangs it
dashes it.
down.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. All right. Now, like I said, I compared him to Jimmy Garoppolo. Again, don't take my word for it. Let the numbers speak for it. These are the numbers. I didn't alter them. I didn't make them. They are what they are.
Mhm.
Passing yards. Okay. Purdy has a little bit more than him. Great. This is the 2019 season for Jimmy Garoppolo, which for those who don't remember, that was the year that they went to the Super Bowl when they lost.
Yep.
Versus Brock Purdy this year. Passing touchdowns. They're tied. I don't know why they gave him a carrot for that, but yeah, why did they put the carrot on that side for Jimmy Garoppolo if he had
I
less?
don't know. I think they're just drunk.
Yeah, forget the fucking carrots. Interceptions. Okay, Brock has 4 less.
Mhm.
Completion percentage, 69% for Jimmy G. I think he did that on purpose because he is.
Yeah,
We do know
100%.
he's a sick bastard. 70% for Brock Purdy. QBR 103 for Jimmy, 116 for Brock. 11-2 record with Jimmy, 10-3 record with Brock.
Yep.
This should put the argument to bed. The stats don't lie.
I saw a
Shannon-
graphic of most passing yards in their first 13 games,
Mhm.
and it was like Mahomes, somebody else, and then Nick Mullins with the Niners. Remember when Nick Mullins was starting? He's
Yeah,
got the third most passing yards through 13 starts in NFL history.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
How
he
does
he
that
had like
not
he had
true?
like over 3,000 yards.
Dude, maybe I should
It's
change my
crazy.
pick then for the fucking Vikings if they
I
got
know,
Nick
maybe.
Mullins slinging it. To Justin Jefferson? Justin
Yeah.
Jefferson. Let's be honest, he's probably gonna play a quarter and go out. I've seen this racketeering.
Yeah.
But that should just show you he took Nick Mullins in his system and has the most passing, like third most passing yards. Like,
Yeah.
Shanahan's system is great in the West Coast.
It
But
works.
he can take anyone. If he has a good quarterback, it makes it look even better. But Brock Purdy is being asked to be a game manager. He's not being asked to be a game changer.
Yeah.
The big question is going to be in the playoffs when he has to be a game changer.
Yeah.
I don't think he can game manage his way to the Super Bowl. Because you and I both know in the playoffs, everything changes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make some plays on your own.
The
In
refs
the
stop
crunch
calling
time,
those ticky-tack penalties.
especially if you got to go on the road at some point. If you don't
Yeah.
end up getting that 1 seed.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone in our group chat, I know I'm going to hear flack from Kyle. We're going to hear about it in the group chat about how we're just hating on Purdy and this and that. And somehow Stafford will just get thrown into it.
Yep.
Just like a Hail Mary, you know what I'm talking about? Like, so Jimmy G compared to Brock.
There it is.
Was this before he went out with a porn star and tore his ACL, or was this post? That would be an interesting stat, actually.
I think it was post, maybe.
I wonder if that ruined his career. Like, if this was before, that would be crazy. Could you imagine that? They can just point back and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, after that night.
Like, yeah, this
Achilles
moment is when it all ended.
Oh, Jimmy, this is crazy. Okay. Idaho opened its first in and out in the drive-through wait was 8 hours. 8 hours.
Yeah, I mean that's just I'm
Miss me
not
with that. It's great food, but
yeah, there's not a chance I'm waiting that long.
I'm checked. I'm checked looking at this. How do they even have enough like
8
patties?
hours is insane.
That's a full workday.
8 hours is not worth it. I'm going inside. No, is the line like?
Oh, that's the line right down there.
But like to where? Like just in the front? I'll take
Like,
that over the 8
yeah.
hour. Like how far does that line go?
I don't know.
Keep it playing. I just want to see if it
All right.
shows.
Goes around.
Does it?
No,
We
not
go down
really.
the street maybe? I feel like I'm get out your vehicle, fatsos.
It's just 8.
I mean, it ain't it's
ain't
not
a
worth the
wrap.
8 hours. I'll get some patties and cook one up at home.
Okay.
DoorDash, some McDonald's or something.
Hey, good old Don's a little quarter pounder. You a quarter pounder guy or a double quarter pounder with
I'm a
cheese for
double.
sure?
I'm typically double quarter pounder with cheese.
Okay. Large fry with that?
Yeah, large meat. I don't really like. Doesn't matter too much to me.
Then you go there, Coke or Sprite?
I'm Sprite. I'm Team Sprite. Yeah, I'm Team McDonald's Sprite at all times.
Oh, this is kind of off topic. Did you see the shit going around about the Panera like souped up lemonade? Did you see like people are dying from this stuff?
Oh, I have seen that because I saw a meme about
Supercharged?
somebody like pouring a Four Loco in
Dude, I
a
was
thing.
thinking
Yeah.
about making like a Four Loco out of that
Oh, okay.
over the holidays and just
Yeah.
seeing what happens.
Yeah. You're just done for.
Yeah.
You're just gone.
I might be dead, but hey, it's been a good run. I'm sure it would help the show ratings too.
Honestly, yeah, it probably would. People are just down bad.
Okay. This is, I believe, is this in New Jersey or New York? Yeah, there's a
New
motherfucking
Jersey.
pole on the tracks that was holding up the New Jersey Transit today. Look at this bastard.
What else is this guy doing?
Longhorn, dude. And what are you supposed to do? Oh, there you go. He's getting. How did he get there?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are we supposed to do?
Somebody help this guy out.
What am I supposed to do? If you try to grab him, he's just going to stomp you.
Good morning, all travelers.
Hey, sir. I'm out. I'm out.
Trains are subject to delay. Good morning, all travelers.
He's probably so scared he doesn't know where he
Yeah,
is.
facts.
Like, how did I get here? I'm from Iowa. How the hell did I get on these tracks? That's crazy. Shout out New Jersey for always having something. I think I found our next career.
Here we go.
I'm gonna apply to be the Iowa offensive coordinator. I mean, look at how many applicants.
That's insane. Wait, no way that many people applied.
That's what that number's supposed to mean.
23 million?
What if they're all just Kirk Ferentz and his son just on variants?
That would be insane. Like, we're gonna get this job again.
One application at a time. I mean, I wouldn't mind being the Iowa offensive coordinator. There's
I mean,
no way
yeah.
their offense is so bad. I can't throw crossing routes, or I can't throw I can't do anything football related
We
in
can't make
Division
anything
One.
different. Like, there's got to be something different
We got a great
that
defense.
can be
We can
done.
put something together.
You know how it is, because I definitely watched that one bowl game against USC where they just absolutely looked like
Oh my God.
the greatest athletes of all time. So I know it's possible.
I know it's that's where I get it. I'm
They
like,
can drop 40.
oh, they can.
I guess everyone can drop 40 on SC.
That was back when we somewhat had a defense.
Yeah.
You remember? No, do you remember that Iowa team that was supposed to go to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like legit, like
Yeah.
they're a top 5 team.
Yeah. They lost
they
to Michigan
can.
State.
They can do stuff.
It's possible. I don't know what happened in the past like 5 years, basically.
Honestly, I might
But it's
just
nothing
apply to-
good.
What's the worst that happens? I take an interview with Kirk Ferentz.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
What's your qualifications? Put up more points
Yeah.
than your son did. Get hung up on? Well, probably not the right approach. This is crazy. Did you see this? So you remember how there was a Warzone tournament going on?
I did see this, actually. This is crazy.
Jukesy, what are you doing, pal? For those of you who don't know, just look at this screen. This is a live stream that they were doing for a Warzone tournament. So they
Got
had
him in
the HQ set
4K.
up. That's the screen right up there.
Isn't going to cut it, but who knows? Maybe it's all working out for the
Just-
plan. You know what they want to do. What you looking at?
What's happening here?
Oh,
Who is that?
Huh?
I don't know who that was, but I don't know who that
Jukies?
That is that's a reindeer.
is. It Jukies?
Well, it's Jukies.
Jukies.
Huh.
Come on, man. Look,
Well-
look. Corey had to cover it up.
Touche and sploosh. There you go.
She said what?
Touche and sploosh. There you go.
Touche and sploosh?
That's I think.
I don't know if
The
you
hell's
can say
going
that.
on here?
Oh, no. We're
The
down
hell are-
bad. We're down
mean,
bad
if-
in this Warzone thing.
If Hitch is at the front of the CDL, like we're
Yeah, we got a problem.
we're done. Just give me Methods and Scump and like Zuma. Let me get that crew.
That would be a
and just
vibe.
vibe.
And Benjay.
Throw
Give me
some
Benjay.
octane.
Need Benjay in there somewhere.
Yeah, but he's got to be like a
Bum,
side. Like
bum.
he's got to be back here.
Just in the
The caverns.
cut. Yeah.
No, right in here, right in this little door.
Just in the mix.
Yeah. And he just pops his head out. Well, you know, if you look over, you can see
Look over here,
Juicy's-
Tom. You can see her titties.
Oh shit! I thought it was a reindeer. Thank you, Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Benjay.
Ben. Thank you, Benjay. That is crazy, Jukesy. Get it together,
Yeah,
pal.
come on, son. We're gonna put something on here.
Could have taken care of this before you played in the tournament. I mean, have some goddamn
Facts.
decency. I think they said he's been suspended for 3 to 4 months from tournaments.
Nice.
Dude, I can't wait for him to do.
Hope it was worth it.
Like, I'm sorry, I was
I'm
on.
sorry
Twitch,
for my
and
actions.
You know, it's on me. Yeah, you sick bastard. This is crazy. I've seen some really weird form in the gym, and I'm sure you have too. But this takes the cake. This is they said he did 5 sets of Bring It Around Town.
Mm-hmm. Let's
You
see
tell
what
me
he's
if he's
got.
got it right. There we go. I don't know. Actually, is there music in between? Like, what is happening?
How heavy are these?
40s.
Only 40s?
I think
Alley
unless they're
oop.
kilos, they're 40s right there.
Unless it's kilos, I guess.
Why are you trying to curl 40 kilos?
Yeah, well, that would be.
You better be like,
What's 40 kilos in pounds? I don't even know.
I think it's over 80. It's like just under 80 pounds.
Like, maybe if it's kilos, I could get, like, okay. If it's 40 pounds, I mean,
Why are
I
we
could do that, and I'm not big at all.
Why are we doing the hip thing though? Like, there's one thing to
Yeah,
swing
my boy's
it,
just
and,
like, we're not getting much out of it.
like,
I'm gonna, in my heart,
Alley oop.
I'm gonna believe that these are 40 kilos. Because that guy kind of like had a little accent with how he was sounding.
I wanted
That's
to know
what I
though,
want to believe in my heart, that he's trying to curl 80s.
I wanted to believe that he was trying to curl to the music. You know how sometimes you'll get in the groove,
Yeah.
and it was just going.
Because if he's struggling to curl 40s and he looks like a pretty decent sized guy, then my boy's got fake strength in there. He's got fake muscles.
He's got those SpongeBob
Yeah.
little pump up.
Yeah, he's jacked for no reason.
Alley-oop. Alley-oop. I mean, he's wearing Docker pants and
Yeah,
and
this is an insane look.
it's a chalked organization here. This guy doesn't care. It's a typical
No.
Tuesday with this guy.
That's that guy that just grabs a bench and kind of just sits on his phone the whole time while mixing in a couple shoulder presses.
With a towel
Or an
behind him.
incline bench.
Something. Yeah. But he's
Just
got
does
like a
nothing.
weird t-shirt from like Skyrim.
Yeah. Got an Elder Scrolls like limited edition t-shirt on.
And like the old school Adidas sweats. Like tied up, like rolled
Yeah.
down and tied up.
Yeah.
And like his glasses are always like kind of fogged over a little bit, and hair is always just looking like it's
Basically, he's just a bum.
Yeah, he's a bum. Just a
Okay.
bum.
Yeah.
Or like a old school Star Wars t-shirt like from Kohl's, the like
Yeah.
graphic tee. That one. But I mean, this guy looks like, remember I can't even remember what news agency it's from, but it's a video where the guy says, "Why are you gay?"
Yeah.
And what says I'm gay?
Why are you gay?
I think this is it.
You are gay.
You are gay. That might be him. So that's a new form for me. I don't know if he was doing a little bit of a little mambo and a little bit
Yeah,
of
he's got something
salsa.
going.
But this is beautiful. I love that we got so much chaos from this playoff selection. I absolutely love it. And in true fashion, a Georgia lawmaker has sent a letter to the College Football Playoff Committee demanding the Orange Bowl between Florida State and Georgia get added to the College Football Playoff.
What does that even
Boom.
mean? How though?
Oh, they're a lawmaker. It's done.
But
That's it.
I'm trying to like, what was his proposition? Like, the
I
other
didn't
two
read it.
games happen, and now there's 3 teams left, and we just like, what's the championship? One team gets a bye, and then 2 teams play, and then they wait for one other team. How does this work? It's stupid.
didn't-
It's all dumb.
I didn't read any of it.
It's all dumb as shit. That's what it is.
I didn't think it warranted me reading it.
No,
It's just so stupid. It just shows how dumb this thing is. Like, oh, I'm a lawmaker. I can just send a letter, and that's
I
what's gonna
mean,
be done.
realistically, I could send a letter
I'd like
and
to.
make an article about it. Zach Shinika sent a letter to the CFP demanding that Florida State be added. Like, what's stopping me from like sending a letter? Nothing.
He said.
Remember how we have the hotline? We know the number. We could just call them.
Oh, I didn't find the hotline number.
Oh,
I was trying to
damn.
find it.
There is one though. There's a
I
number
know.
out there.
I need to find it. I'm gonna spam the hell out of them next year.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll get one.
Yeah. You lost, so suck it up.
Yeah.
All I got to say, really.
You lost your quarterback. Get over it. And yeah, you lost to Bama.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I have not played the new Warzone, and I'm very happy for it. I think my mental is happier for it too. So instead of standing on a flag now,
I'm a funny cunt for that. I'm actually. Wait, what?
he didn't see. He's right there.
He just
right there.
He got in. Yeah,
Yep.
just a split second ahead of him.
I mean, both.
I
you guys
mean,
are kind of
yeah,
pussies
you
for
guys are a
not
bunch of
counting it
stooges.
out,
You guys got a gun. Gun each other down, bro.
Gun them down.
You don't got time for taking ropes out.
Well, that's pretty fun.
That's
He
tough.
even
That's
says
what he gets.
This is a dirty cunt for that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what he gets.
This is just true Nick Saban, just absolute masterclass. Alabama's hired former Michigan linebacker coach George Hello. He was with the Wolverines during the 2021 and 2022 seasons, so he knows Connor Stallions.
Okay. So he's
I
going to
would
be
not be
basically
surprised.
trading secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if somehow Nick Saban got in contact with Connor Stallions.
Yeah.
Nick is going to win this game.
Oh,
There
yeah.
ain't
They're
shit
going to
you
win
can do
this
about it.
championship, probably.
They're going to win the whole thing. We said it from the beginning, and everybody called us
From
crazy.
the jump, we knew what was going to happen.
This is beautiful. In true stoogery, fans are commenting under Will Levis's ex-girlfriend's Instagram posts. She broke up with Levis after she went viral during the draft when he was falling, making hundreds of thousands. And sure enough, this is the best way to troll her. Just 61%, 327, 15 rushing yards, passing touchdowns, picks, led 5 scoring drives.
Yep.
How you
Oh
done?
yeah.
Just dunk on her, you know?
Yeah. Let her know. Let her know what she's missing out on.
I love it when, if you're gonna be petty, don't
Yeah.
worry, the community will be petty too.
They'll get back. The get back will always be greater than
Oh,
the initial.
and guess what? You can't do anything of relevance that he can.
No,
You
not
can
really.
go out
You can do
and
your
win
little
games.
your ad reads or whatever, but that's about it.
I'm not seeing. I mean, I'm glad you can spend a lot of money on products, but cool.
Yeah.
I feel like most girls just look the exact same nowadays.
I'm not gonna hate on somebody's hustle, but
Eh,
you do what you got to do, I guess. Get the
just all-
bag.
they're all replicas,
Yeah, it's all the same out there.
no originals. All right, that's all I got.
It was a good sesh.
Great sesh. Do we have any
Got
closing
bowl
remarks?
game starting. I mean,
Do we
I
think
think
Staley's going to be still employed tomorrow?
I hope not. Staley should get fired.
Yep.
I think Optic plays Seattle tomorrow.
Okay.
So the Pope, we'll see if the Pope gets his revenge. Illy and Hook versus
Oh,
Illy, Hook, and Rambo Ray versus Optic. That should be a banger. It's at 3. I probably won't be able to watch. I'll probably be coaching, but that should be pretty electric.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah,
And I will be in attendance to the Rams Commanders game. I got my dad in.
Whoa.
Santa came through.
Okay.
Gifted a couple tickets, so we'll see the boys.
Get the boys buzzing.
Oh yeah.
Get the lads going.
Oh yeah. Get the lads fucking rocking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Excited for
Gotta
it,
give
bro.
us give us a rundown on week's episode for sure.
I'm either gonna be the happiest individual or Sam
Or
Howell.
you're gonna want to kill yourself, so you're gonna get howled. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We want to thank you also for all the views that we got for the Down Bad Stooges. Almost up to 100 views. Thank you,
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Love that
Appreciate
show.
including us into your weekly routine, which you probably shouldn't because you're going to get dumber from it, but you're enjoying your time.
But
So.
you might as well. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah, you got shit to do.
Yeah, facts.
Make sure to let us know if you think that Florida State and Georgia game should be a part of the college football playoff.
And let us know if you think Saban's going to win this thing like we've predicted since week 3.
Yeah. And again, if you're going to comment that we're big dumb dipshits, let us know why. It's just
Please, at least give me a reason so I can learn how to grow and develop as a human.
Don't just smack me right in the mouth and
then just walk away.
Yeah, like what am I
Doesn't help anybody.
All right, everybody. See you in the next episode.
See ya.